Oh, what happened?
No, I tried.
Oh.
It's just...
Oh, no.
I'm still a mess. I'm not right.
Lightweights.
No, not a lightweight. I'm just not right, brother. Something in my body ain't good.
Welcome to WeNeedWrestling.
My body.
A podcast that collectively ate 90 chicken nuggets.
95.
95? How many did you have?
40.
Oh, okay. All right. And I had 55.
Jesus Christ.
So,
and then by proxy,
yeah,
guests of the show, Michelle.
Yeah. If you count the entire compound right now, we're 126 chicken nuggets deep tonight. So
why?
I don't know. It's just a thing because the hard lore. We were talking about it, and
you can't turn down a challenge.
I can't turn down a challenge. I crushed my challenge.
You really, dude. You obliterated it.
I did 55 nuggets. I probably could have done more, but there's a lot. You don't want to when you find that line when you find that line. But 40 is super respectable. Michelle did 30, the other 30, whatever.
31?
30, yeah, whatever. So there you go,
dude. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I ate clean all week, and I'm just fucked right now.
Yeah, I didn't. I ate like shit all week, and
I'm gonna have to have more fucking salad tomorrow for lunch or something.
You need to have a fucking enema. You have to drink some.
I don't think I'm gonna have a problem there. A little too much information, but all right.
What is that? The like citric whatever.
Oh, that clear shit. Yeah.
Get your body moving. But yeah,
body moving,
there's been some numbers bandied about in the Discord.
I would love to see.
Some of these
people try these numbers.
Talking 75. I'll tell you what, the 55 wasn't easy. The first 20 was really easy. First 30 was easy.
You blew through the first 20, dude.
But I said I could do 50, and I did 55. So
fucking
proud of myself.
Savage.
Proud
shit.
of you. We crushed it.
Savage shit right here.
But that's not what we're here to talk about.
I know. I said I was like I could do 30.
Yeah. Right. We all blew past our goals.
Yeah.
Even Michelle. What a trooper.
She's number one. Because why? Because her mother didn't raise no bitch.
Right.
Her words, not mine.
Her exact words. So that's the Royal Rumbler for you.
Oh, number one.
The best. But, all right, we got a ton to talk about.
We really do.
Because
what a week.
A deceptive amount of things have happened in wrestling this week.
What a week.
But mostly overseas.
What a week.
Yeah.
Man. Just what a week.
So a lot to talk about.
Remember maybe a month or two ago where I was like, man, this might have been the most hyped on wrestling I've been. This is close.
Okay.
Oh my God, what a week.
Pretty crazy. So we got a lot to talk about. Yeah. AEW. Do you have WWE going to talk about?
I do, yeah.
Lots of Japanese stuff. Stardom.
Yeah.
Sendai Girls. I watched a New Japan deal, I think.
I watched two.
Okay. Did I watch a New Japan deal?
I think I did. I ended up watching one.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
I ended up watching one today.
Yeah. So Stardom, Marigold. Yeah. So tons of Joshi. The image graphic is already done. It's all Joshi.
So happy.
Oh wait, is it all but the one, or is it all? I think it's all. Yeah, it's all Joshi because I did Suzu for one of them. And then AEW, of course,
sure,
and whatever else is going on in the world.
Yeah.
Do you have any news? Outside of what we're going to talk about in the later sections.
I didn't watch the match on the Stardom show.
Okay.
But Thekwa's gone from Stardom.
Yeah.
So a lot of people saying she's going to AEW. I think that'd be a good fit for her. Also, at the same time, I was like, well, if she wants, she could just go to NXT and be Julia's little henchman.
Right.
Yeah. If Julia wants to go that way. But, yeah, that's literally all I have. I have nothing else. I watched so much actual wrestling this week.
So, speaking of actual wrestling, Brett, are you hyped for Eric Bischoff, Hulk Hogan, and Izzy? I don't know. What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know what his name is.
Izzy Stradlin.
Izzy Stradlin and the Juju Hounds are joining.
That'd be some shit.
Yeah, they're joining Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan in a Greco-Roman.
It's real American freestyle wrestling. Get fucked, man. Go fuck your own ass.
Yeah,
I'm out of here,
right,
brother.
So here's the reason why I bring this up is because the Huckster buddy, one of the biggest piece of shits in all the land, talk to TMZ about his All-American freestyle wrestling, which is never going to work. No. They did the dumb NWO ripoff, and Hogan's like giggling like the giggler from Death Wish 4.
Yeah, he sounds like shit.
So count the lies, but it's just a real big one up front here. I've been in the ring with some real crazy wrestlers. Like, I got Brock Lesnar right after he left the UFC. I got him first. Incorrect.
That's wrong.
There's a whole career before that.
It's literally wrong.
It's so wrong.
Oh my god.
I got Kurt Angle when his eyeballs used to roll back like a shark and he'd come after me.
What?
Benjamin Shelton.
That's my favorite.
All these different guys that I've had the opportunity to see adapt to our business. And I said, you know something, brother dude? I added the brother dudes. There's something there with these amateur guys, dude. Oh, brother man.
Just fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for it to fail.
Yeah.
And then him to blame the woke American mob about it. Fucking idiot.
Yeah. And he also said that I think I know who's going to be at our August 30th event in Cleveland, brother dude.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to make a special phone call, brother. Oh, you know what I mean, brother dude? Listen here, what are you going to do, brother man?
I hope you...
When Hulk Hogan's All-American freestyle wrestling runs wild on you, brother man, brother dude.
I hope anybody that buys a ticket to that burns in hell.
Listen here, mother brothers.
It's like,
yes. He's grown a full beard. It is all...
What an asshole.
Oh, Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff want their new wrestling league to be like The Voice. It's going to be really interesting to see Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff separately lie about this thing when they're not together and then have to sort of combine the lies when they are together.
The Voice, and you're like judging people's amateur wrestling. I don't fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
Enough. I hate them. Oh, do I hate them. Fuck off.
Hulk Hogan said the integrity of the grappling competition will be impeccable. He said they're looking for a media partner long term, somebody that brings more than just a streaming platform.
Well, yeah, enjoy Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Or airing at 3 a.m. on fucking Newsmax or some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Real American Beer serving as title sponsor.
Oh, what a surprise.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. This is a get poor slow scheme. Or get poor fast scheme.
Of course, like Bischoff got roped into it.
Yeah, of course he did.
Was Jason Hervey involved in any way, too?
I don't know. There's a thing here about Jeff Jarrett explaining why Steve Austin's not on his pro wrestling Mount Rushmore.
Oh, well. Jeff Jarrett's not on mine. So.
Whoa. He selected Hogan.
I like Jeff Jarrett.
He put John Cena in the 4th spot. Jim Londos, Luthez, Hulk Hogan, and John Cena.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he puts the name on there. Nobody knows.
I was say, way to be a fucking cool guy.
It's like, what's your 4 favorite bands? Well, I like this band from Portugal. You've probably never heard of them.
What a dick.
Let's see. What else is going on here? Liv Morgan's in a Takashi Miike movie.
Dude,
but not a good one. Maybe a good one.
Fucking funny was the hype this week. They're like, this could be game changing. She could be a Hollywood starlet.
Yes.
If this hits, and then it comes out, I'm like, wait a minute. It's a Takashi Miike movie?
Yeah. But it's a Bad Lieutenant movie, so it's going to be crazy.
Bad Lieutenant? Aren't they like normally NC-17 movies?
Well, so, I mean, Harvey
first
Keitel.
One was, Harvey Keitel.
And then Nicolas Cage is, I think, is in Port of Call, I think.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I mean, Miike pushes the envelope, but it's not like there's going to be, like, a swimming pool of poop or anything, like a kiddie pool full of poop like he's done in the past.
He would never do that. What are you talking about?
But I'll see it.
Man, I haven't watched fucking Ichi the Killer in a long time. What a movie that is. Oof.
Let's see.
Yeah, she's really gonna be a Hollywood starlet. And fucking Bad Lieutenant spinoffs. Go away. Fucking makes me sick.
Oh, okay. There's an article here that says Adam Copeland looks back on the greatest wrestling match ever with Randy Orton at WWE Backlash.
Oh, that piece of shit?
The name of the podcast, I guess, is The Greatest Wrestling Match Ever, maybe?
Oh.
No, it's not. On The Greatest Wrestling Match Ever with Randy Orton. If you tell me we're going to build the greatest wrestling match ever, only there's no audience, well, then what does that even mean?
Yeah, he's 100% right.
Yeah, that's dumb. All right.
Shout out Vince and his stupid ideas.
Yep. And I think that's pretty much it, right?
All
right. Other than, I don't know, Paul Heyman may or may not be with a young lady, but I think it's just the thirst trap thing. I don't know what's going on.
You gotta stay away from them parody accounts.
No, he's with that. Remember that? No, I know this is fake. The thing, he took that picture with that influencer or whatever, that young lady.
I don't know.
You didn't see this? So she was like some like model, and like they're on the beach.
Is this like a fucking Bill Belichick ripoff situation right now?
Right, I think that's what it is. And Heyman's like behind her in the photo, and then the rumor started spreading that she was 22 and they're engaged. And I'm like, listen, I know ladies will do a lot of things for money, but Paul doesn't have that much.
I don't know.
Listen, again, this Bill Belichick lady, when you look in that lady's eyes, you see the fucking crazy.
You absolutely do.
Like, she's then, like, you see the report, she's cutting up his jerseys and shit. Like, and it was like, he didn't wear a jersey. This is a fake story. I'm like, no, she's cutting up the jerseys that his players had given him from all the championships they won. She's sleeping in an autographed Tom Brady jersey that she's cut up.
And I love when they asked her, how'd you meet? And she's like, we're not going to talk about
right.
that.
Yeah. Right. Because you can't say we met at a daycare center in the fucking news. But so Paul did that, and then everybody was like, oh, this is Paul's fiance. They're getting married. She's 22, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw somebody else say, no, this is just a photo. She's actually in her 30s, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, so that's out there.
That's awful.
Yeah.
No, it's not awful.
What?
This week's Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh, I watched it today.
What'd you think of it on Eddie Gilbert?
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking awesome.
One of the best ones of this season, the best one.
Easily.
And one of the better ones of all time, because it is a guy who, like, if you know, you know, but, like, it's a sad story, you know, it's tragic, but he didn't, like, necessarily harm anyone. You know, like, it's not like Snuka, like we're talking about, we're, like, discussing a murder, allegedly.
Just himself.
Yeah. But I thought it was great.
I loved it, man.
Particularly because of if this got Eddie Gilbert in a lot of people's faces for the first time, that's really fucking cool.
Listen, if it gets Eddie Gilbert in your face, which then by proxy gets Doug Gilbert in your face, I must have watched that promo 15 fucking times this week, thanks to Ed. It's every fucking time I would like open up Twitter, Ed's talking about Doug Gilbert. I'm like, well, I gotta watch it now.
It's a great companion piece to Terry Funk with the when you know you're near a war, you're a pervert. Let's get that camera off of me. Oh my God. Just people burying Lawler all day. It's fucking hilarious.
Makes you so happy.
So happy. So fucking happy. Fuck that dude forever.
I agree though. Great episode. Yeah, you know, like I do know like a good amount of Doug or Eddie Gilbert. I don't know a ton, to be honest.
Yeah, me either.
Like I like this. Like obviously, you know, when he hit Lawler with the car, that's fucking classic shit. Yeah, that Eddie Kingston still wants to do. Yeah, it was a very good episode though.
I took not umbrage, but like two things I thought one thing I thought was a bit of a stretch for the impact of the show, which I understand. And you can argue with me one way or another, and you're going to say, oh, there he goes again, talking Terry Funk. But they talk about the Tupelo concession stand brawl, which is hugely important.
Oh, absolutely.
But they say that is what created hardcore wrestling and gave Onita the idea to go back to Japan and create hardcore wrestling. And I'm like, they're at best, for sake of argument, to give the show the benefit of the doubt, concurrent. But earlier in the 70s, then 79 with the Tupelo brawl, was the Funks versus Abby and Sheik with the forks and the blades. So, like, they're bleeding all over the place, using weapons in a way that people haven't before, which has been also widely regarded as matches that invented hardcore. Yep. They just, I think for the show, they sort of pumped that up, and with Onita being a part of it and whatever. Yeah. But Onita's trained by Terry, and, you know, it's this whole thing. But anyway, the other thing, and if this is true, and maybe I just didn't know that this was the thing, so you can tell me, but Medusa saying that her name stood for Made in the USA.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
I would like, this is a new weird.
Like, I know she always used to wear like the USA gear. Yeah. So I go like,
that's what made me question it.
Like, there's a little credence to it. But
and listen, my memory on Medusa and Alundra Blaze matches, not that great. She's around.
I took more from Alundra Blaze. I took Bull Nakano.
Right.
You know?
But I remember her dropping the title in the can. Like, I have the memories. I don't remember commentary ever saying that it's MAD for Made and then USA.
Nope, I don't remember that either. So
I don't remember
if anybody knows, please let us know.
But it sounds to me like a little bit of a uber patriotic grift that she's now trying to retroactively fit in her wrestling career.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, unfortunately.
So
next week though, Billy Jack Haynes.
Oh boy, and they look to be interviewing him from prison.
They sure are.
Ooh, I hope they get a good audio quality of that promo where Terry Funk calls him artificial.
Yeah, you'll be very happy.
I'll be so happy. Yeah, I will legally download that entire episode just to rip that clip.
Yeah, that will. That's gonna be a good one too, I think.
Yeah.
especially to show how fucking crazy he got.
Right, and it's a dude that, again, like mainstream people don't know about. I know who Billy Jack Haynes is. I've seen Billy Jack Haynes matches. Sure. I couldn't tell you about his life, so it's going to be a lot of interesting information for me.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited for it.
And the dude looked insane when he was all jacked up.
Incredible.
And then went insane.
He sure did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be a good... There's probably not a ton left this season.
No.
They're probably going to do about 10. That was what, the 4th or 5th one already?
Yeah, something like that.
So, yeah, getting through it fast. Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk actual wrestling.
Okay. Wrestling.
So, I did watch some WWE.
Okay, good. Lots to talk about.
John Cena threatened to fight a child on SmackDown.
Okay.
That made me happy.
Was the child in John Cena gear?
I don't know.
Oh.
But he said, because Randy Orton came out and he was like, hey, maybe you should have some kids. Like, maybe it'll change your life. And he goes, have kids? Be a father? He goes, I've been raising these brats for 20 years, keeping them in line. He goes, because their parents did a terrible job of doing it.
I like it.
Yeah, and then he's threatened to fight a child.
All right.
But it's going to be Cena Orton at Backlash.
Okay. Makes sense.
So, makes sense.
Is it Backlash or SummerSlam that has the $40,000 front row tickets?
SummerSlam.
Okay.
Which is
40.
What the fuck?
$40K. You get, it's a huge package, but $40,000?
Yeah. Aleister Black made his return.
Sure did.
And kicked the Miz in the shoulder.
Sure did. Shoulders being nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That I think that went under the armpit.
I've asked people's opinion. Everybody seems to say it's Miz's fault, so I'll go with the general consensus that it was Miz's fault because he stepped forward when he shouldn't have.
Yeah,
so.
He was probably a little too close. Sure.
Yeah, so you
can work that one out.
I'll give you that, but
yeah, sure.
Don't bungle that.
Yeah.
And then of course Mrs. Aleister Black beating Chelsea Green.
Wild.
For the U.S. title.
Wild.
What are we doing?
Don't know.
I said unless Chelsea's getting a world title program.
Yep.
You're fucking.
And then I know there was a talk in the Discord at least today. I'm sure online about releases coming and the rumor for Austin Theory and
tomorrow, baby.
Because Shotzi put out tomorrow. Because Shotzi put out that weird video today. Did you watch that?
I watched about 2 minutes. And I said
that's about as much as I was able to handle. Also,
yeah,
I used to like her a ton.
Well, Shotzi, Dakota Kai.
Yep.
You see that picture of Dakota with her curls?
Yeah, she's great.
Shayna.
Yeah.
She put out the hashtag Good Soldier tweet.
Oh, did she? Bummer.
So who knows? Listen,
I get it.
I was chatting with him and Marcus earlier about some releases, and you go down the roster.
Yeah, every company is dead weight. It is professional wrestling. The only one, and listen, I like Shayna. It'd be cool to see Shayna wrestle places again, or she can go to AEW, and maybe they could just swap her out from Arena and not say anything.
Yeah, right.
You get better matches.
You would.
Not great, but better.
Yeah.
But releasing Chelsea is just a stupid move. I don't think so either.
No.
A lot of people talking about it. I think just because of the abrupt title loss.
Yeah, it seems very weird.
I think it's probably more to get somebody into the main event picture that one of the two title holders likes and can work with. Maybe
that's true.
But if there is ulterior motives to that, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If Triple H realized at the Hall of Fame that she's married to Cardona again, and then
I know we joked about that, but could you imagine if
because she's
so funny.
She's doing the work of her career right now for real.
She's so goddamn over.
But it's also where she didn't get on Mania, so that's weird. And then she doesn't get on Mania. She doesn't say much about it. She just talks about it a little bit, but she doesn't full blast the company on it. And then she loses the title to Zelina Vega, who can't fucking wrestle. Yeah. But also, if you're going to politic for your wife to have a title, that's the most open title you can give somebody. Zelina ain't winning a world title.
No, I know a lot of people talked about Chelsea and her vocalness on Twitter.
Yeah.
And support of LGBT.
Okay. I mean, that's also a possibility.
It's I can't rule it out at this point.
I would welcome
I really
her
can't,
with open arms in the AEW, man.
Oh, God, yeah.
Open
arms.
She'd
be perfect for the fucking brand.
Yeah.
Dakota Kai, too. I'd love to see Dakota
open
there.
Arms. Just rub those knees down. But yeah.
Let's get those knees fucking
get them limber.
taken care of.
Yeah.
But we'll see more on that as it comes.
Yeah. Hold on. My mind grapes. I don't remember. It's gone.
Your head content?
It's gone forever.
Dude, the TLC match on SmackDown
Everybody said it was great.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah.
What?
It's
almost goddamn shame that this was not on fucking WrestleMania.
Right. It's almost like you could have taken those guys and put them on WrestleMania, and they would have had a really good match, as opposed to the 6 or 7 matches that were in the 2 nights that sunk.
Fucking awesome.
Insane.
Everybody went for it.
Yeah.
Angelo Dawkins is a fucking madman. I forget. I think it was he speared. Ciampa was hanging from the belts. He speared Ciampa off the belts through a table on the ground. Dude, it was like, I just in shock. Like, one of the best SmackDown matches ever.
Good.
That's how fucking good
awesome.
that was, man. Street Profits retained.
Good. I'm not confident that this will be a thing, but I hope somebody backstage was like, fuck, we really screwed this up, huh?
Like, for real, dude. Even like... You know, and so I asked this on Final Wrestling Place. Go check them out. Subscribe to their Patreon. I asked the question, like, do you think this should have been on Mania, or was this better for an arena? And Tim brought up a good point. Motor City Machine Guns come out, they get no reaction. DIY comes out, they get no reaction.
Well, it's because nobody knows who Ciampa is because he shaved his beard. He gashed his chin open.
He was great with that beard. Street Profits come out, you get a little bit.
That's crazy.
So I could see, like, he did bring up a good point. Do you want them coming out on Mania and not really getting reactions?
Well,
but then at the same time,
on paper,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
But and again, hindsight's 2020. Monday morning, Tuesday morning, whatever Greco accuses people of being. After how bad those matches were, I don't care about the reaction because they'd get the crowd.
Dude,
back.
I'm telling you, like, I was shocked how fucking good this was.
Good.
Dude, so many cool ladder spots, so many, like, it's just, man, these guys fucking went for it. Like, falling off ladders through tables on the outside.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, why are these guys going so hard for? Like, WWE, they uploaded the whole match on YouTube.
Oh, did they? I'll have to watch it.
And it aired commercial free on TV,
cool.
too.
I don't have whatever Smack
it's like,
Box.
Yeah, USA. It's like 23 minutes long.
Yeah.
Dude,
oh, wow. Okay. I'll put it on.
Fucking awesome.
I say this all the time. Like, again, I don't watch WWE. Everybody knows that. Mania didn't really do anything to help me. But, like, there's guys I love. Like, it breaks my heart that Alex Shelley isn't getting a hero's welcome every time his face appears on television.
Me too.
But I get it. Because I knew that was when he went to WWE. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But Street Profits, I want nothing but the best for those dudes.
You've been day one Street Profits guy.
Love those dudes. Love that. Like, although they did want Ford to get Montez to get his singles run, which I think would have worked. But I'm glad that their guys are like, no, we're tag team. Like, we're gonna kick ass as a tag team. DIY can whatever.
Yeah.
I like Ciampa better than Gargons.
Yeah. Like, I didn't watch the whole SmackDown. I watched like just fast forward and through, but
did that SmackDown have? Because it might have been Raw, and I don't know if we talked about it last week, but there was the promo with Rusev's new gimmick.
That was Raw this week. I didn't see it.
Okay,
I read about it. I didn't watch it though.
I saw a clip online.
It's just the Redeemer.
He's the Redeemer.
Again.
Yeah, like. It's so weird to me to see people be like, oh my God, Rusev's back. I can't wait. Look at here's the list of matches he wants to have. Here's his new promo. And everybody, people like wrestling fans are like, he's back where he belongs. Can't wait to see this thing and this thing.
It's just the
and
same
I'm like,
presentation.
He is the 5th dude that has come over and he's doing the same gimmick that he did. You didn't watch it over there.
Yeah.
And like, you're saying you're excited to watch Rusev. So you're not like, I'm excited to watch this guy wrestle Rusev. You're excited for Rusev.
Yeah.
So you could have watched him over there until he was benched, but he was doing good, cool Redeemer in my weak neck.
Yeah, dude, his shit was good.
Before he had his hissy fit and was like, stayed away from TV.
I'm not going to put anyone over.
Right, and may or may not have faked an injury, all that stupid shit. Like, he was doing cool shit. And now he's just coming over and he's doing the same. It's the same thing. Yeah. Cody did the same thing. He's doing the same thing. The Lucha Brothers aren't fucking changed in any way.
No.
Ricky Saints is essentially the same.
Presentation.
It's all the same presentation.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, so you really it's the letters that matter. It really is. It's the 3 fucking letters that matter to these people. And that's fine. Like what you like. But like, also don't expect much from Miro.
No.
We've seen it all.
Yeah, and he's only gotten older.
Yeah, right. He's not, you don't miraculously find yourself in wrestling at 40 unless you're 10, Rue. So.
I have nothing from Monday Night Raw. I just didn't.
Well, but when, because we got to talk about this, was this Raw or SmackDown with Gunther and his next opponent?
So that was Raw with the Pat
Raw.
McAfee
I don't know what shows they're on, so I don't. Yeah.
Okay. That was I didn't. I didn't watch it.
Okay.
Apparently, Tommy Dreamer said it's one of the best Raw promos.
Top 20 promos of all time, not Raw. It's promos.
Excuse me, while he gets Triple H's balls out of his mouth.
He wants his double ponytail on that TV or that writing squad in some way.
Yeah, no thanks.
They're gonna do that scripted TV show, the show about the television writers, and they're just gonna be like they're gonna be filming, and just behind in a window, you're just gonna see Tommy Dreamer's head. And knock like guys, and he holds a pencil up to the window. He's like, I could write.
I know we give the dude shit, but I will, because I know you said his name already. Dave LaGreca.
Yeah.
He talked about this a little bit this week. I heard a snippet.
Yeah.
This and like that WWE whatever the fuck show that's coming out on Netflix where it's like writing all the shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, like you're playing a dangerous game a little bit. Like you're kind of walking a line here, like because you're trying to attract these like non-wrestling fans.
Kayfabe is dead,
but at the same time, like you're kind of abandoning the hardcores a little bit, and it's a fine line you got to walk.
That's how I feel about it.
And it's like, where does it come from? Is this a TKO thing?
Yeah.
Is this a WWE being like, we're so fucking hot, we're untouchable?
Is it going to Netflix?
That show?
Yeah. Okay, so like, is it a Netflix? Did Netflix when they signed up have wrestling and content? And they were like, well, what? And they were like, bring Total Divas back or this show about the writing staff?
Yeah,
like, which one would cost us less money?
And I see. Like the thing is, if you're not a WWE fan, you're not going to watch that show.
I think even if you are a WWE fan, you're not going to watch that show.
Why would you watch that?
Yeah.
Like, if you're a non-wrestling fan,
because there's no way they don't gimmick some of the shit up and make it seem more, because it's a writing room, everybody. They're not that exciting. Like, outside of the 70s, like, outside of maybe the writer's room on SNL into the 90s where everyone was just still doing blow.
Yeah.
They're not interesting. It's a bunch of nerds.
And, like, there's the one clip from the trailer where he tells Jay Uso, they're like, oh, we're going to put the rocket on your ass.
Yeah.
How many times have wrestlers been pushed down people's throats and have that backfire? Just say
it's a bad idea.
I think it's fucking stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sucks. Like I know it's like old news at this point with like The Rock with the whole it's a work, everything's like,
yeah.
All right, man, don't fucking shove it in my face. I know, but like, please don't insult me at the same time.
Yeah.
But I have nothing from Raw, but yeah, that's very fucking stupid.
Yeah, and then so Gunther's next program is against Pat McAfee.
Oh my god.
At Backlash, I'm assuming, right? But he weren't they saying that McAfee was going to be out for indefinitely because Gunther beat him up?
No, he came back the next week.
Why?
So now I do know during college football season, which is a ways away, McAfee doesn't do commentary.
Yeah,
because he's got the ESPN gig.
Yeah.
So
maybe he starts that break a little early this year.
Maybe, you never know.
But they like McAfee. The dude can do a backflip off the ropes, whatever.
Yeah.
But like you lose the world title. You usually, when you lose a title that big, you want to, some guys fade away, which is fine. But like, if you're not going to go away, you're going to want to try and build some momentum, keep going.
Yeah.
McAfee ain't the answer to that.
And here's the thing, like, okay, you want to do Matt McAfee. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
You want to do Pat McAfee.
Matt McAfee.
On NXT.
Yeah.
During COVID era versus Adam Cole. Okay.
Yeah.
You can fucking get away with it. Fine. But like, the next program from a dude who just lost the heavyweight title, who's like considered one of the best wrestlers in the company. And it's like, how are you gonna, like, I'm not, well, Pat was a professional football player and he's a big guy. Like, dude, no.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
no.
Yeah.
Like, either this is going to be like, oh, wow, celebrity match, like, holy shit, Bad Bunny. Or it's going to be like, damn, LT versus Bigelow.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
And
that's the thing. And like, I think it is a little bit like something that you said just a few minutes ago about like, I think they feel they're running so hot that they can do anything.
Yeah.
Like, let's just see what happens.
Oh, we're going to promote it on the Pat McAfee show and get those viewers, like.
I'm sure AJ Hawk will have a run in.
Oh, all those fucking goons on that show.
Maybe Gunther can knock the CT out of Aaron Rodgers' brain. I'm sorry, I'll use his full name. Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Has that happened yet?
Yikes. It's going to happen.
What else are they going to do? Tomlin going to go out there and throw footballs?
It's either that or he's just going to go sit in a cave doing ayahuasca.
Right. Maybe both. He does that and plays for the Steelers. Couldn't be any worse.
It's true.
But, I mean, Kenny Pickett might be available again.
No, he's for the Cleveland Browns.
Well, yeah, but they also drafted every quarterback in the fucking ever.
Shador.
Right.
Oh, Shador.
You can prank call Abdul Carter and not get fined.
Dude, how fucked up is that? I read that and I'm like, yo, this is a problem. Not good.
Yep. It's probably just because they don't know who did the other ones because this was a coach's kid. But anyway, that's a joke. Jey Uso, Logan Paul isn't for me.
No.
I get the appeal. Like I get on the card, like from WWE's mindset, like
Logan Paul's gonna it's so great. Logan Paul might wrestle circles.
He's gonna absolutely out wrestle.
Because listen, say what you will about the guy, like the matches you've seen, it's like the dude can go.
The dude's athletically gifted.
Yeah, when he's doing fucking acai moonsaults and shit,
he sucks a butt in a bad way.
Sure.
But he's gonna out wrestle stumbling and bubbling Jey Uso.
Imagine if he just blows Jey Uso up.
He's working circles around him.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Logan Paul gets taught the sugar hold.
Incredible.
He goes in a dungeon.
Grab a hold. Yeah. I watched a match from NXT this week.
You are a brave individual.
I'm not when you're going to hear the match.
Okay.
Io Sky and Jordan Grace.
Okay.
Versus Julia and Roxanne Perez.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
Fucking banger.
Yeah, that's
dude,
cool.
Unbelievable.
Right.
Like, I'll tell you what, Io obviously gets the pin on Roxanne with the moonsault. Man, how do I say this? Because I love Io. I love her so much. It feels like she's clicking right now.
Yeah.
And it feels like the company is like actually behind her.
Okay.
Not just like placeholder for Rhea or Bianca.
I mean, the win at Mania is a pretty big vote of confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, it really feels like, okay, guys, like we're really seeing the full potential here of Io. I thought everybody in the match worked their ass off.
Was this before or after Jordan Grace defended people not catching?
Oh, this was after.
After, okay.
Julia,
she shouldn't have a social media.
No, she's bad at it. And then the same point I said about Io.
Yeah,
Julia's finding her groove too. I think. Yeah, she's kind of heel now, which I think she always works better that way, and she's starting to find it too. And
she's also a foreigner.
What the fuck?
Wrestling. It's got to be a bad
guy.
It's
like, did somebody say something about... Oh, my God. Wow. Just dropped a little casual racism. All right.
I did. Because wrestling... Fuck, man? Because as Marcus from Final Wrestling Plays has said, wrestling's an evil business.
He's 100% right. But like this Vince back in charge? Right. What the fuck is that
That's the joke I was making.
Oh, all right. Because...
whoa. Non-English speaking people are villains in professional wrestling historically and also in regular society.
So what are you going to say? She's fucking Oriental next? Like, Jesus.
Yep.
Dude, there's a closing section of this match though. Io and Roxanne were having like a great fucking little sequence. I want to see that match now.
Is Roxanne on the main roster too?
I don't know. She wrestled Rhea on Monday Night Raw. Okay. But I think Julia came out to jump Rhea and then Io made the save. But I don't know. So Io's pulling double duty. So they're just fucking everywhere.
So they're soft launching to see if she gets on, and if not, they can always tuck her back to NXT and be like, "We never meant for her."
I saw somebody tweet today, like, I don't need to be a genius to see when you're putting 2 or 3 NXT talents on the main roster, and like 2 or 3 women are putting out these videos and tweets, and like writings on the wall, like, you're gonna be replaced, you know? So, though, man, this was fucking awesome. I love Io. She is just in such a groove right now, and it was a fun match, dude. It was awesome. I love seeing this.
Did your bank account lose $80 this week or no?
Why?
That book.
Brother, I've seen that for years, my friend.
I've
been online for years.
You have a personalized copy.
Oh, I wish. God.
Only a couple of the pages don't open anymore.
Yo, what a treat. I watched a match from TNA Rebellion.
You're living a life, my brother, that I do not understand.
Dude, when I tell you, you'll understand. Number one, Barbara Crampton was in the crowd.
That's insane to me.
And she was a highlighted
roll-tide.
Fucking
Barbara Crampton, that is a lady in her like mid-60s looking $1 million still.
It made me giggle.
Yeah.
But it was a Falls Count Anywhere match. Mike Santana versus Mustafa Ali.
Oh, okay. You didn't watch the Ultimate X match?
No.
Okay.
All I saw was the fucking dive. And Broski, you piece of shit.
Yep.
What a piece of shit. When I'm sticking up for Dollar King over fucking Broski.
I analyzed that clip like this is a Zapruder film. Dude. Because so here's the thing about the JFK assassination, in case you don't know. There's a theory about the magic bullet. And in the magic bullet, it goes in and then sort of turns and then goes up, right? And I don't know what direction it goes in, but I would imagine that the magic bullet that supposedly killed JFK moved up and to the right, just like Cardona did when he saw this dive coming, because he got the fuck out of the way.
He got at him and Moose.
Yeah, they bailed.
Yeah.
They bailed. And in Moose's defense, he's usually on the other end. He's usually watching the fall from up above.
Huzzah!
Maybe a part of it. But Cardona, you go and watch each one of those guys and you'll see who was trying. Yeah. Cardona's like, no, and fucking bails.
Like I said, I'll give top dollar some credit. Yeah. He fucking tried.
Oh, man. He's hot about it too.
I know.
I'd
be fucking hot about that, man.
Because he tried. He could have got really hurt being the only one to do it. And the dude that fucking landed, Leon Slater.
Oh my God. Dude,
he just face planted.
When we talked this with Ed, I said, if I got up, if I stood up and I was okay,
brother,
everybody's getting swung on.
And,
or if I go backstage and I watch that clip, I go right to Broski and start fighting him.
Yep.
Fuck that shit, dude.
I beat the fake can off of him.
He could have gotten so fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy fall at the Pirates game last night?
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Did you see the story how drunk he was?
Yeah. But dude, you're falling that that's fucking terrifying,
it's crazy,
man.
And you're in a company that has that in a much less dangerous situation, if you will, like with Chris Bay and how scary all his injury was. And we're seeing him now, but it's just if you're, and listen, I'm not a wrestler, right? And a lot of wrestlers have been saying this, Cardona not being one of them, his sycophants not being any of them, but if you're not totally committed to the business, just get out of it.
Or dude, if you're not comfortable,
or say no.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable at least with that, I'd go, no, guys, I'm not going to do that.
Right. There's a little crazy. If you do it, I'm not going to be a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe jump off the thing into the ring or something. This is a little too.
Don't let the TNA roster bully you in anything.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona usually does the bullying, but don't, don't. You know what I mean? Because it could have been if he was, I don't think it's a good idea. And Moose is like, oh, what are you, the matter, you pussy? Whatever. And then he's like, all right, I'll do it. But then he bails out because he gets scared. It's just irresponsible of the catchers.
Yes. But not to take anything away from this match, because, dude, this match is fucking awesome. We've watched these two before wrestle, and they killed it the last time we watched it. This was even better.
Is those falls count anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mike Santana comes out, he's wearing the Bret Hart pants.
Nice.
That makes me, so hey, automatically over with me, brother. There's a suicide dive.
If only he could have kept the tag team together like Bret Hart.
Oh, man. Yeah, that is his fault. Ali does a suicide dive, and the steel steps are standing straight up, on the outside. He hits the steps and just thud drop, and right on his head.
Wow.
That was gross.
Cool.
Ali did a dive off of a balcony onto a bunch of people. That was fun. Mm-hmm. He goes and does this running. I don't know. It was so he goes. I think it was maybe off the apron. Ali goes to dive off the apron. Santana catches him in a Death Valley driver and hits him with the Death Valley driver through chairs on the outside. It was so when he catches him, he didn't pause though. He just it was one quick transition. Okay. Looked fucking killer. Ali does a apron Van Terminator.
Wow.
Fucking kills Santana with it. Santana loves the business during this. Nice. After he takes a barbed wire baseball bat to the head. Ali does a 450 off the top rope through the outside through a table on Santana.
Okay.
Then Santana, later in the match, hits an apron power bomb to Tasha Steelz through a table.
Oh.
It was just fucking insane. And then the last spot, there's the steps are in the ring, and they're up on the top rope, and Santana gives him a superplex off the steps through a table. Fucking crazy. Nice. Then he hits him with a 360 lariat or something to win.
This was on their pape?
Yeah. Dude, unbelievable.
That's cool.
I was yo, these guys are fucking killing it. Yeah. And you have Joe Hendry as your world champ. Okay.
Listen, I've only heard that that's good things for the company, Brett. I've only heard that that's good things for the company.
Unfucking believable. I was like, yo, one of these guys should have the world title.
He had a WrestleMania moment, Brett.
Cool. You did nothing for the company. One of these dudes should have the world. Like, it's been, if anything in TNA I've tried to pay attention to, it's been this.
Has Ollie never won it? No, he wasn't in his...
No, he had the X Division.
X Division, okay.
But it's like, I think Santana's been there for a year already.
That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
That seems kind of wild. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this was fucking incredible, and it just got so overlooked because of the dive shit. And I'm like, God damn it, that sucks. Yeah. These dudes worked their ass off.
You mean TNA got in its own way? Who'd have thunk?
Shocker, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me fucking sick. All right. AEW.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
Collision Playoff Palooza.
Oh.
I like that Swerve went full Naito and wrestled in a shirt.
Mm-hmm. Well, he didn't have a scheduled match,
and he wrestled in his leather pants.
Yes.
Who did he beat? Blake Christian. That's it.
Yeah, they called themselves, the Young Bucks came out and called themselves the Founding Fathers.
Cool.
And then they pulled string to move his match up. And then Lee Johnson came out too.
Oh, yeah, because he's with Blake Christian.
Yeah. Lee Johnson on that diet, brother. Getting big.
Looks good.
I think Lee could fill a spot that a couple other people are filling on that roster, but maybe not.
Yeah,
Who knows? He's an athletic cat.
Lee hasn't had a match worth note that I've seen since last year at Mania. Kyle Fletcher.
I agree completely.
That match was fucking crazy.
But why? He could be in the crew.
Yeah, man.
Or crew.
Look at the fucking year that Kyle Fletcher had.
Yeah, insane.
Like, I just thought of that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Main event of the show or of Dynamite should have went the other way. Yeah. So Blake Christian continues to get his ass kicked on television. They continue to use him. GCW is going to think this is good for them too, but it's trash. Smojo's coming for the title against Moxley.
Yep.
All right, Tony Amanada.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I thought this was pretty good.
I liked it too.
Amanada lays her fucking shit in.
Always
and I love that.
It's what makes her good.
I agree.
She's got a lot of polish left to get. She's young.
Yeah.
She needs the reps like crazy.
But goddamn, she lay her shit in.
But the first step is that nobody leaves her matches not bloodied.
I love
her
that.
And Tony.
Tony gets a bloody nose during this.
It always happens.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I love the Tony Storm comeback, from underneath.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, man.
And then, of course, the butt spot on the apron. Everybody talking about that.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Even Hulk Hogan said he loved Tony Storm this week. So,
how could you not?
Right. She's the best thing they have.
Not?
Yeah.
She's fucking incredible.
She's absolutely insane.
I don't have anything to the main event. So if you have anything else.
Is it weird to you that the Max Caster Open Challenge is 1, still happening, and 2, more over than Bowens?
Well, yeah, because Bowens hasn't been on now since, the week? Oh, when he went 50-50 with somebody? I forget who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, the
Caster shit, though, it was getting over.
It's getting over, and it's fun. But I was like, the natural end of this was Bowens coming out and whooping his butt. Weird.
Yeah.
But I guess it's over, so,
Yeah.
I do like in Crew and Top Flight. Did you watch it or no? So it's fine. It's what these guys do. I think these guys all thought they were getting a pay-per-view blow-off. This is the blow-off. But they bring out the black bag.
Does it have Leo's Rocks in it?
No.
Fuck.
They're like, oh, here's the bag of thumbtacks. And they go in the Top Flight, bring it out. And then Crew steal it. They're like, we're going to get you with your own weapon. And they dump it out and it's Mardi Gras beads.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was funny. Because then they'd look and they're like, what?
They're going to fight over a friendship bracelet?
It was just they did, well, you never know. Anna Jay's back on TV doing a squisher.
Okay, roll Tide.
Let's see. That was all right. Another thing. Here's another little thing, a little question I have to ask you. Why are Big Bill and Brian Keith continuing to call themselves the Learning Tree? They cut a whole promo about Jericho's going to be gone, but they're going to respect him and blah, blah, blah.
That's why they respected him still.
And they're the Learning Tree.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah.
And then they challenged the Gates of Agony. And it's like, okay, what do we... I wasn't aware. I was watching Ring of Honor.
What a Ring of Honor ass program.
AR Fox thought he had something going until he met Roosh.
Oh, okay. That sounds
Roosh
interesting.
beat the brakes off. Roosh don't give you shit.
I love Roosh.
Swallows you up.
Love him.
You got to fight back for
I
that,
still
dude.
love him from when he beat the shit out of Jungle Boy that one time.
Absolutely. Roppongi Vice is officially back as Roppongi Vice in the Callis family, and they beat up the Outrunners. Oh my god! But like again, like it's a
fucking Rocky Romero,
right? It's just it's
like,
and I say it all the time, like I don't want to see Rocky Romero on my TV, but I really liked Roppongi Vice 6-7 years ago in New Japan.
Some things have a time and place,
right?
Yeah.
So they said it, and I'm like, oh man, Roppongi Vice is back, and then I was like, oh, but it's 2025. I would rather Roppongi 2K get back together. No, I wouldn't. 3K. No, I wouldn't.
Roppongi 3K.
Yeah. But yes.
Show and yo.
Main event is, you said that's what you got.
Yeah, FTR versus O'Reilly and Roddy.
The Paragon.
Yeah.
Brett.
Dude,
they got t-shirts now.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy Roddy had Killswitch Engage back as his theme
my
music.
notes also, super awesome.
Definitely the best of their recent matches, I thought. Roddy, like, selling the leg on the outside was fucking great. O'Reilly, like, kept getting cut off on the hot tag. Great stuff. Just like, you know, I feel like almost it's a bit cliche or a cop-out to say with this, but, like, such, like, old school 80s tag wrestling. Mm-hmm. This is what it felt like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Obviously, your offense is more today, modern, but, like, just that we're gonna take a guy out, then we're gonna just cut the baby off from tagging him out. You know, like it was, man. I thought it was fucking awesome. It was a great TV main event,
and it felt like two teams. Like FTR has had one of the easiest roads in AEW. Whatever they wanted, like they get it. They've had great matches.
I would say there's a reason
they've been featured for a really long time. Like all of that, but this is the first time in a while that I feel like members of now Paragon are comfortable here.
I agree. Yeah.
And maybe it's just because working FTR is a little easier. Maybe they have the relationship, whatever. You can do more things because you know that these guys are like the premier tag team in wrestling now, I guess maybe. Yeah. But like this was like the most comfortable I felt Paragon has been.
There's a premier tag team in wrestling we'll talk about later.
Okay.
But I thought this was awesome. Yeah. I really did.
Mm-hmm. I liked it a ton.
Danny Garcia coming out at the end to defend Adam Cole because Adam Cole's about to get his ass beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's so crazy how just that FTR heel turn freshened him up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
give him a manager.
How tired, they felt very like a tired act.
Uh-huh.
Turn heel, do a great heel turn in that when it happened.
Yeah.
Give them Stoke. They feel so fresh now.
Right. And you could ride this off into the sunset.
Yeah, everything they've done it's just been good so far since they've turned heel.
Go back to the E after you wrestle Legend Christian.
Please don't go back to the E.
They'll go back and get the Legends deal.
Eventually, I don't know if they're going to go back as active though.
Well, they said that this is probably their last contract, so they're probably not going to be signing another one.
Yeah, man, it's good work though. Very good work.
I did see the report about Cope told somebody that like it takes him after every match takes about a week to walk again and walk normal again. And I'm like, buddy, it's time to wrap it up.
It's time to go.
It's time to go away.
Yeah,
like you're not doing anything for your family or yourself by doing that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Walk away, dude.
Yep.
What more could you possibly need to do in this fucking world?
Yeah,
of professional wrestling.
Dynamite. So the All-Star tag.
So much fun, dude.
I would have skipped it because the Young Bucks were there.
Me too.
But the positives outweighed the negatives and the participants. Right. So I said, okay, I'll watch this. Fucking blast. Fun, man.
The Kevin Knight love that this company is showing makes me so happy.
Yeah.
That dude is showing off, like looking better than even I thought. Like I wasn't like a giant Kevin Knight fan, but like I liked the kid.
Yeah.
Him here, I'm like, Jesus, this dude's awesome.
And you're only elevating him by having him with guys like Omega and Briscoe.
Exactly. Him and Speedball together is getting a lot of the crowd behind him. Jet Speed. I would have went for Speed Knight or Jet Ball or Nightball. But But I'll tell you what, sitting on the couch, Michelle's with me, we're eating dinner because she was home late Wednesday night. She had a meeting. And we got 5 guys, which...
Did you have to take out a fucking second mortgage for that?
No, but I will tell you that they didn't do the extra fries in the bag gimmick. And I was like, well, is this a fucking inflation thing? Because we're done. Otherwise, we're done.
Pay those prices, not get extra fries.
Right. I was like, we're done here. Like, I was like, this is $40.
I would have drove back down. I'm like, excuse me.
I know.
Excuse me.
So, like, they did two things. They again, this isn't the Five Guys podcast, but Michelle gets the little cheeseburger with all her accoutrement, and I get the regular cheeseburger, which has the two patties.
Man-ass man.
With all my accoutrement, and they're different accoutrement.
Did they fuck up the accoutrement?
They made Michelle's burger they made Michelle's accoutrements on her burger.
Sons of bitches.
So mine has, I do the fresh jalapenos. She does pickles.
Yeah.
And I don't want you deconstructing to make me feel better.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna eat this burger. It's fine. It's more than enough.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, when I open the thing, like, there was some loose fries and it was a regular size fry, and they just filled the cup.
Dude, they're regular size fries. You're getting like 16 potatoes.
But then less than a handful floating in the bag. And I'm like, I paid $40 for this fucking meal. For 2 burgers and fries. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Either you guys fucked up 2 things and or inflation, you're like, maybe we don't do potatoes or a nickel. Shut up.
So are you done, or are you going to give them one more try?
I'm done. We don't go there all that. I'm like, I'm done for now. We go there every week. It's $40 for a fucking hamburger.
Maybe eat it once a year.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a treat.
I was in the mood. She was down there. Is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, I'll come back around to it, but they're not going to be on the list of when she's in that area. I'm going to go for the other things over it instead. Yeah. But anyway, the reason why I brought that up is I'm eating my hamburger and we're watching this match, and the young buck goes on the apron, turns around and grabs the wrist. And I put my hamburger down and I was like, all right, Michelle, watch this. And she's like, what? And I'm like, here's what's going to happen. Yep. And I go through the whole thing. And I'm like, it's called Tennessee Water Pump. And I was like, and she's just watching it. And then everything in the exact order said it. Except for Rick Knox being shitty. But anyway.
Boy, is he bad.
He's so bad. But I was like, this happens, and then this is going to happen. And she's watching, she's like, shaking her head. I'm like, it's the Tennessee Water Pump. It's hilarious.
It's amazing.
It is an absolute swing of emotions. Listen, the good graces is over. I gave them, I said I will praise them here. That match was really good. The Bucks were good in it. I love that they did the Tennessee Water Pump spot.
Yep.
That's all they'll get. There's no chocolate bunny. I'm still heartbroken from the pay-per-view.
I looked at the one buck when he turned around, slapped Ricochet on the head too. That was funny.
But
goddamn, Ricochet is so fucking good.
He is so good. Putting the Tennessee Water Pump on television made my night for real. It really, really did.
Yeah.
So good on you, Young Bucks. That's all the praise I'm ever going to fucking give you.
Yep.
But it was such a good, fun, crowd-pleasing match. Everybody in the arena had a good time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, good stuff.
Yes.
I like the Hurt Syndicate arriving at the building. I'm just beating the piss out of a bunch of fucking dweebs.
When I said legendary tag team or whatever, and you're like, we'll talk more about one later. I thought you were going to bring up Nick Comoroto and Rhett Titus.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
no. Because we got that good Joe challenging Mox in the cage after that shit.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Do I have that out of order?
After the first match was the Ops.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, I like them just fucking throwing a bunch of extras around. They're the best. They hurt people. Yeah, you're right. Ops squash happens, and they, are trying to get jumped by the Death Riders, but they fight them off.
Yeah.
So Joe Mox in a cage.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Yep.
I think Mike's going. J-Pop might be going.
Okay,
so
that's cool.
Have fun if you guys are there.
It's going to be sad to see Joe lose. That's sad.
Yeah.
But Joe rules, so the match is going to be awesome.
Joe's fucking man.
Do you think that Joe is here? Because listen, they just won the trios titles. So it's weird to have a guy who does that and then AEW right immediately focus him in the world title thing. Do you think it's a little bit of a let's reset Mox a little bit with Joe because we know that everybody's going to eat up what Joe does?
Yeah, well, and because Mox put Joe over.
Yeah.
Saying, on the microphone, he goes, I respect that guy.
Yeah.
He's a legit dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it gets away from I'm going to change this. There was nothing bad said about Joe.
Yeah.
So... And it's dude, you better watch out because he'll choke you the fuck out.
It is a good little reset for Mox, get him back the program interesting and up and running.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a short program. And you and I know that Joe ain't winning this match, but You can't completely count him out because it's Samoa Joe.
And I wonder if it's going to still set up something for Double or Nothing with like an anarchy in the arena with the Ops and the Death Riders.
Yeah, probably.
It's like some chicanery is going to happen where somebody's going to get involved in the cage match.
Right.
You know,
Joe can't get out. He gets beat by a bunch of them. And then, That's very... Maybe Hook makes his return there. Maybe. He's in recovery, brother.
He could stay in recovery.
Partner.
Tony Storm.
Yes.
Versus Miyu Yamashita.
Yep.
Joe sent out this match graphic the other night, and I got so fucking hyped. Mainly because this is like after a lot of my Joshi watching this week.
Yeah.
And I've said on this show so far this year, like Joshi wrestling is giving me the most like love of wrestling I've had this year. And like seeing this got announced, I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped for it. I like Miyu just playing heel. Dude. Her kicking Tony's ass spot was amazing.
So we got the Tennessee Water Pump in the first match, and then we get to this match, and we get the tried and true classic Memphis wrestling spot of folding a lady halfway up into the turnbuckle outside,
kicking the ass,
and she gets kicked in the butt.
Yeah,
it's just classic Southern Memphis wrestling.
I love it. Oh, it's so
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Tony is basically untouchable at this point.
She is the best.
So good, in fact, that Mariah May is going to run to another company.
Yep.
And I don't know. We don't know what Yamashita's doing. She's staying in the U.S. for a bit.
Yeah, somebody laid out her tour schedule.
I'd use her more.
If I am Tony Khan.
Yeah.
With all the movement and happenings going on in the world of Joshi right now, I'd say we got to lock you up.
Do you think she's looking for that U.S. deal?
This is 2 years in a row she stayed over in the States.
It makes good money, and the exchange rate is probably still good for now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Then come full time.
Yeah.
The only problem that I worry about is her signing and then getting lost in the shuffle.
Yes, which would absolutely happen.
AEW, the women's roster right now, we got a lot of heavy hitters. But and
you do better like with a character.
You do.
You do.
What are you, fucking Ricky James?
Mm-hmm.
What I do is entertain.
That's right. Name of the show last week.
Sure was.
But like you do better with a character currently. Tony Storm, Mercedes, whatever that character is. Like you get all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So like, it's tough to be Japanese lady that kicks good because you're the third or fourth one on the roster. Even though she's in that regard, she's the best, second best. But
I'll tell you what, she had the match against Thunder Rosa a couple years ago, and she looked a little okay. Well, she looked very comfortable in her own skin here.
She's fantastic.
She's incredible, and I really, really hope WWE doesn't come calling for her.
Now that I think of it, slide her in the Callis family.
I'd be sick.
Put her there. He already has experience with Takeshita, so you can run a similar thing, and just prop her up that way, and it works.
Get a lady killer in there,
right?
Be fucking sick, dude. But the match is so much fun
because AEW's a little bit gangs war in it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So a little bit. So every gang needs a lady in their gang.
Every thug needs a lady.
So you put Willow with the good people.
Without you?
Sorry. But yeah, it was a fun match, solid match. Again, because they're back doing eliminator shits. I would have had Yamashita win, even though she did win one, but in the past.
She's like the only one to win.
Yeah, I would have had her win again.
Yeah, I agree.
If I can get 2 Tony Storm matches out of her, why not get 2 Tony Storm matches out of her?
Yeah, Tony rolling around the ring to Jamie Hayter's theme music after this fucking baby giggle.
Yeah, so very funny.
Do you think they're heading for Tony and Mercedes at All In? Sure seems like it, doesn't it?
So that's when Mercedes came out, I was like, oh, we're unifying belts here?
And you know what? They've done a good job. They've kept them away from each other.
Right.
So,
and we've said on the show, like, there's not much left for either one of them except each other.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't want them to unify the belts, although 2 belts is probably too much for this division. Because what happens is when you don't have enough wrestlers, then you get these reigns that are months and months and months. And then it's like, well, who can actually challenge her? Who hasn't Mercedes beat? Who hasn't Tony beat?
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think they have enough beef on that roster for a women's tag title? I'm not asking if they're going to book it good or if it's going to be properly booked. Do you think they have enough?
I'm trying to count.
I think they do.
Problem you'd have to bring in some Ring of Honors,
which is fine.
Mainstays,
which is fine. But I also feel like
the pair-offs would be hard.
Your first reunion, just have fucking Willow and Chris.
Right. That one's the easiest. Yeah. A lot of the other pair-offs are like, well, why does this make sense?
Yeah.
But you could do like Sky Blue and Julia.
Yeah, because they're gothy. She's back. Sky Blue was backstage this week.
Yeah. You could do Billy Starks and Athena. Mm-hmm. You could do a Triple H style booking of Red Velvet and Queen Aminata.
Oh boy.
You could, I don't want to see it. I think it would be a waste. I think the WWEs are kind of a waste.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's enough there.
All right. I was
particularly with their relationships with CMLL and Stardom.
Yeah.
And Togo Joshi Pro for that matter. Kinda.
Yeah, you could.
You
have a tournament. You know.
Yeah.
Again, not saying it's going to be booked great.
No.
But, the possibilities.
Yeah.
There. MJF and the Hurt Syndicate.
Yes.
Dude, this was awesome.
I love that Bobby thumbs downed him again.
Dude. And
I was so worried.
And like Max hitting the breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what is your fucking problem? I give you women. I give you a car. Like, you big bald bitch. Like, and he calls him a piece of shit.
I like when Bobby goozles him.
Oh my god!
And he's like, Montavious, Montel, or Montel. I'm sorry, I was using his working name. Montel. This is amazing.
Dude, I just love Lashley just like give him the business, just being like, we hurt people.
Right.
You haven't hurt anybody yet.
So do you think he hurts
Bobby? What are you
Bobby?
waiting for?
Think that's who he hurts? No. Think it's gonna be Hanger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a couple weeks away, but I
start that back up.
They left a little nugget for it a couple weeks ago, and they had that little face to face again. So
because he could be like, oh, Bobby, you told me to hurt somebody. You know, like he hits Bobby Lashley with his car with a car, and then stands over him and is like, you told me to hurt somebody, Bobby. Yeah. You know, so like he doesn't join, like, but he does what Bobby tells, like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
we'll see. Hangman also works. There are a couple ways to go. That's good.
Yeah,
it's good that you have some ins and outs.
Yep, exactly.
It's smart booking almost.
It really is. Dude, I love the segment.
It's been really good,
dude. Like, Bobby would have crushed my face if he grabbed me like that. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, that's a scary.
Yeah.
Like, and I like it because it's, they're like the cool guys with the suits that beat the shit out of everybody. Mm-hmm. And it's just to remind you, like, I could hurt you if I want.
Right.
Like, I could really fuck you up.
If I could get, because you see that meme going around, everybody's talking about the fucking fighting a gorilla or whatever.
Yes, the gorilla fucking wins.
The one, I don't know. What if I have 100 Bobby Lashleys?
Lashley's getting fucked up.
Yeah, that's probably
gorilla
true.
Wins.
That's true, I guess.
You think he's gonna knock out a gorilla? That ain't happening.
Well, he does have Belton Shenjamin or whatever the hell Hulk Hogan called him.
Benjamin Shelton.
Oh. I like Belton Shenjamin.
Belton Shenjamin. We got that Matt McAfee tonight. What the fuck is going on?
So
Stanson rides again.
So this. What do you think ultimately comes, like, let's play a little armchair booker here. What ultimately comes of this? Like, they're going to do Bobby versus MJF? Like, do you think it becomes a match?
You can go that way. I don't really see a lot of...
Does he join Hurt Syndicate?
Either he joins Hurt Syndicate or he's going to get backup from somebody and they're going to fuck the Hurt Syndicate up and be like, you told me to hurt somebody,
exactly.
I hurt you, blah, blah, blah. I can see him even gripping up MVP, being like I thought, you said this was a good idea.
See, what about that swerve? He's friends with MVP, but he hurts MVP.
Yeah.
He's like, you told me to hurt somebody, Bobby. You did this, not me.
Yep, exactly.
You did this.
You did this.
Okay.
You told me to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
He gets backup from who? You could do whoever.
He only needs one guy because MVP's out. Not that he wrestled all the time anyway, but
even if I don't want to revisit FTR because I think FTR is doing good work right now. You can find other people. I don't know
Wardlow.
Oh God, what the fuck? I love this shit right now. I think it's like some of the best stuff on TV real good. Right now.
If there was Lashley MJF, what would you want out of that match? Would you want Lashley just to smoke him?
MJF chicken shit heals it until Lashley eventually rips his spine out.
Because we know
style.
Max can go.
Oh, no doubt.
But I don't necessarily need to see that against Lashley.
No.
I want to see it eventually go to Lashley just grabbing him like ripping him like Predator style, like spinal column attached to the skull up to the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
I could see that.
All right. Cool.
Nick Wayne, Jay Lethal.
Why are we
was a
doing
match
this?
that happened.
Yeah,
nothing to even talk
we're
about. I just don't care.
We're doing Ring of Honor matches again on AEW with a guy who has a Ring of Honor belt who's going to be off TV for a month and a half because of the Super Juniors.
Yeah, like I thought, like the show up until this point, I'm like, dude, they're fucking hitting
I thought
again.
it was great.
And then this happens, I was like,
that overall, it's still a really good show.
Fantastic show.
That's not enough to knock it, but I don't want you to see Jay Lethal on my fucking TV.
I'm good.
I don't
need it.
I really don't.
Agree. Main event.
This I do need to see on my TV.
Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher. Of course this is a banger. Are you kidding me?
Right. 100%.
Dude, this is the way Dynamite should fucking be.
Agreed.
Banger match to start, banger match to end. That's the way it should fucking always be. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, Fletcher's back.
Dude, gross.
The
bump.
Gross.
The bump that he takes, I think he gets it from the bump over the guardrail, over the timekeeper into the railing on the other side. Insane. That he gets outside the ring.
Nuts.
I think that's what does his back end, right?
No, he gets thrown into the LED board. The top foam on the LED board was like back a little bit. So when he came down, his back scraped on the LED, like the top ridge of the LED.
Gross.
Yeah.
I thought it was from when he does that flipping bump over the timekeeper table. All right. It was gross though.
Dude.
Bleeding from a big patch in his back. Yeah.
Dude, the fucking finish to this match is so goddamn good. Hangman hitting like the fucking off the top rope buckshot, then hitting the actual buckshot. Oh my god, it was so good. Like
I would add Fletcher win.
No, I wouldn't have. Okay. You're gonna run back Fletcher Ospreay again?
Oh, is that who he's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize Ospreay was on the other side of that.
You can't run them back again.
All right.
And dude, Ospreay Hangman, they have
it's gonna rip. It's gonna be awesome.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, I just
dude.
I just am so amped by Fletcher that
he's
the man greased himself up for a promo.
He's unbelievable.
I wasn't even thinking about the other side. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
I was just like, I want Fletcher to win everything.
Yeah, he's incredible. And he's
really
young as fuck.
Yep.
And he's another guy. Like, if I'm Tony, I'd sit down right now. We got to sign you to a contract extension right fucking now.
Yeah.
Here's another fucking 5 years,
give him the baseball delayed contract where you're paying him off for the next 50 years.
Yeah, do that because he is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I heard a clip of Meltzer talking about him today, and he goes, "Oh, what's he doing? He's getting big." He
be eating.
Ooh, I've been eating. Yeah, man, this is fucking awesome.
Well, and that's why I'm so eager for him to win. Not that he needs it. He's super over and he's great and he's a heel, whatever. But I'm I want him to win now so that he gets that, and then there's all those years left for him to circle back a whole bunch.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I look at that guy and I just in 15 years we're okay, he's retiring with the most 5-star matches ever. You know what I mean? And I'm just get him now so that in 10 years you're here's Kyle Fletcher, 6-time AEW champion.
Dude, the embarrassment of riches on that men's roster right
it's
now.
Insane.
And you and I, a couple weeks ago, we talked about look at WWE's roster. The top is all old. Mm-hmm. They're old. 35
and
plus.
They're giving their notices.
Yeah, they're 35 plus.
Yeah.
They're telling you, I got a year or two left. That's it.
Yep.
And you look at AEWs and they go, oh my God, look at all the young talent already.
Yep.
It's insane, dude. Yeah. It's fucking insane.
And that's the mix you should have.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And you look at
your young guys are your stars. Right. That's amazing.
And WWE's got some young guys. Braun Steiner is going to be a pretty big star.
I was talking about this with my brother-in-law last night. I said, there's 2 guys right now I really think that I in the next year or 2, you have to be world champ.
Yeah.
Breaker's one of them. Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
That guy is so fucking awesome. And he's only 33.
He's been around for a while. But Fletcher being 24 or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is when I look at Fletcher, obviously all the comparisons are Orton. We all say that, right?
Well, Meltzer said, he goes, he's bigger than Orton was at when Orton was his age.
For sure.
But
I think the actual sort of draw a line parallel to WWE based on age and position in the card and all that. Like, I think if WWE has a comparison, and it doesn't compare, I'm not saying these guys are even, but I'm saying, like, I think WWE probably thinks that, like, if they have a Kyle Fletcher, it's Austin Theory. And Austin Theory stinks.
Austin Theory might be getting some.
Well, he might be. But you're like,
he's a very generic
guy.
Like
when Vince was there, he was the young guy. They pushed him to the fucking moon.
Yeah.
He's got a particular look.
Never got over.
But
same thing like Grayson Waller.
Right. But like those guys, I think, are similar in a way to Fletcher, only Fletcher's a total package, trademark Lex Luger.
He's incredible, dude.
Yeah,
He's incredible.
You would kill to have the wrestler
I'm
like that.
so happy Marcus came around.
Yeah, you would kill to have a wrestler like that on your roster at any point.
He is so fun.
So yeah, lock him the fuck down.
Yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't have WrestleMania aspirations.
Dude, for real.
Yeah.
So we forgot to talk about a couple things here. I just realized.
Okay.
We went and saw pro wrestling this past Saturday.
Oh shit, that was Saturday, huh?
Yeah, completely forgot.
Yeah,
about
all right.
it.
Well, that's the end of AEW, so we might as well talk about that here.
Yeah, we went and saw Seek Pro.
Yes, second show.
Up in beautiful Dunmore, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
What is it? How do you like your steak cooked? Dunmore. Thank you,
Thanks, Todd.
So this was a fun little night out.
It's
me,
a fun time.
Todd, Tatum.
Shout out Tatum. Get well.
The Sposto family.
Yeah, all of them.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Yep.
Joe's little nephew's cool as hell.
Yep.
We talked to Randy Orton for a couple minutes, and then we talked to Eagles.
Yeah.
Made me very happy. Got to see Erica Lee. Always a pleasure seeing Erica.
Always a joy.
One of my favorites.
Yep.
She's awesome.
It wasn't set up for a good night.
Well, you know.
She did fine.
Yeah.
Wasn't set up for a great night.
She wasn't the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, first show overall was better, I think.
Yeah, well, it had
not
Puff and
saying
Big Dan.
that this was bad.
Yeah.
But it was different.
Yeah, more stars on the first night.
You know, like,
first show.
Will I go again?
Yeah.
If Erica's there? Yeah. Like, anytime Erica's there, I'll go, you know? Or, you know, if anybody else.
I think that I've enjoyed the first two shows enough.
Yeah.
And the crowds are good.
Crowds are actually into it. They're having fun.
You know, and like
those fucking cake pops.
Yeah, the cake pops were real good. But like the guys they're just local guys or Buffalo guys or whatever, because that Kevin Blackthorne was on the show too. Blackwood. Thank you. I'll edit that out.
Pick one homie
the little scrawny dude. Like in the vest, in the Elmo vest last time, like that dude puts in the fucking work, man.
Yeah.
Like the birthday gimmick was hilarious.
Fun. Yeah, it was good.
Dude came out as a heel and he's like, "It's my birthday, sing happy birthday," and then the crowd boos and like, "I'm not going to sing a happy birthday," and then he tries to lead the crowd in happy birthday a couple times. His opponent comes out, they start the match. His opponent takes a headlock and starts singing happy birthday to him and gets the crowd to sing happy birthday.
A very
crazy good, gimmick.
Fun indie spot.
It's just great.
You know,
like it's
the only thing I wish his opponent would have got on the second rope and called him a chick.
Yeah, but like the crowd is so receptive. They're like they may not know what to do when, but they listen to other people and follow along. So like I booed, everybody booed. You booed, everybody booed.
Yeah, it was fun.
You cheered, you screamed. They knew who was good and bad. The main event when they brawled into the crowd right in front of us and right in front of Joe's niece and nephew. Yeah. That's how you make fans for life. That's how you end up, good or bad. Yep. I don't know if I condemn anybody to this, but that's how you end up sitting in front of microphones talking about wrestling.
Hooks in
is because is like the magic gets you when you don't know that it's not magic.
100%, man.
And that feeling never goes away. You can still tap into that feeling.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that you know everything about the business now. There's something about it where you can get the rock goosebumps. But like you can tap at any point. Like it's like you hear like actors say like, well, how do you cry on cue? And it's like, well, I just have a really sad thing, or whatever. That gets me there, and then I could push it. It's like, well, I could, as a wrestling fan, you can go back and be like, I remember when this happened, and you can feel that again.
Which is why I don't want this WWE unscripted bullshit, man. I don't need fucking kids watching this shit,
like,
dude. I don't. Right. It fucking makes, and I fear it.
Right.
I actually fear it.
With your nephew Dom, like Dom Mysterio winning at his first main, like that creates lifetime fans.
He's hooked.
Right. It's what that does. It's what it's supposed to do.
He's so hooked.
So like seeing their reactions, seeing Joe go up, and again, I'm not. He's the Godfather of the Soon Renamed Network. I've known him a really long time. I'm not doing this just to blow smoke up his ass, but like him going up with the little kids to make sure they were there to slap hands and stuff, like was adorable.
Oh, or as Todd said, Joe trying to steal the spotlight.
Right, Joe's trying to steal the spotlight. But like, you know, the kids wanted to do all this stuff, but they're little kids and they were nervous. But so like, just watching Joe cultivate their wrestling fandom.
He's the perfect vessel to help them.
Absolutely.
He fucking gets it.
Yeah.
You know, like, again, we've been friends with Joe a very long time. You obviously a lot longer. Right. But like, he gets it. Right. He knows like, hey, this is gonna fucking
like this is like sappy bullshit and whatever. But like I never had a family member in my life support a thing that I was interested in like that. Yeah. Even to that, like, you know, I liked wrestling. My family didn't watch wrestling. I picked up wrestling from friends. Yeah. You know, my mom didn't listen to music. I played music, but like, you know, I played guitar, I played saxophone, but like my mom was never into music. Yeah. So like, I never had like my grandfather was supportive, but he was in a wheelchair, so he wasn't, you know, he's bedridden. But like, I didn't have an uncle or even a parent in most regards that like, same with me with drawing, like when I did art and stuff, I didn't have parents that did that and encouraged that. They were just like, yeah, do what they let me do whatever, but like they were never hands on with me helping cultivate those things. Yeah. So to watch Joe in something that he absolutely loves. Oh yeah. You know, like I don't know anybody that loves wrestling more than Joe. No. I don't know anybody like that can watch the finish to a match and be like, yeah, that's the finish from this show. It's this. He got this from here.
Dude, when he said that, he's like, oh, it's the finish of Tito Macho. Yeah. I was laughing so hard.
You know, or driving in the car and you know, talking about it was this with Miss Atlanta Lively. He's like, well, it's this day from this. And like, you know, it's the build to this. Like, I don't know anybody who loves wrestling more than Joe. Yeah. So to see him to pass that on to his niece and nephew is just super cool. Yeah. And they had such a good time that makes the shows better too. Yeah. You know, and there's a lot of people there. A lot of people are friends of the people on the shows, and they drew a little less this time. But like, it was still a ton of fun. So like you said, they keep bringing in Erica. If they bring in Puff or Big Dan or, you know, whoever, I'd like to get in this guy's ear a little bit maybe. Yeah. Me too. But we'll get him on the show and get in his ear. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. Yeah, like seeing Joe with his niece and nephew almost was like, fuck, why didn't I ask my nephew? You know, like, it would have been cool to take them too, but, you know, if there's another one that, you know, I think it'd be fun. Yeah. You know, because, man, oh my God, it was just cool seeing it. I just, like you said, like, me growing up too, same way, like, oh, it's fake heavyweight wrestling shit, you know. The only one who was ever cool with it was my grandfather. Right. It was just like, oh, what's that? Oh, Monday Night Raw's on. You could stay up. Yeah, you know, like just you know, really cool. Like so. It's very cool to see. How do you think your nephews would do at the Mahoning for Real Rumble stuff?
The only thing they wouldn't stay all night, obviously. Yeah, the only thing I fear is the car ride.
That far, yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Like an hour or so.
Yeah, I think that might be a little too long for them. If you'd
be able to convince Paul to bring them. And then they wouldn't stay for the movie.
Then I could just take them.
You know, it's still you still get your money's worth just paying for wrestling. Yeah, but the seat wouldn't be bad because there's seats and it's at school and all that. So
yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I'm still like trying to get them to watch AEW. Little P was watching AEW with me last night.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Like if Kyle Fletcher hurt his back, he went ew, and he's like the one who's like, nah, he doesn't give a shit about wrestling. Sure. So the other two, Luke and Dom, they're the ones that are so hooked in. Yeah. But,
now that's what you do. You get Luke and Dom to be a fan of WWE. You get Little P and AEW, and then they fight each other.
There's the more adult shit,
right? And then you get them to you create tribalism within the house that then you can go home and don't have to deal with.
I can't start that war. All right, before we go to Japan, we do have a question.
Oh shit!
From Mr. Tim Taylor.
Okay, hold on.
Where the fuck you at, Tim?
Where you at, Timsy? It's just like him to be late. You know what I mean? Like, just unbelievable. How dare he? See, again, just rude.
And now the Tim Taylor question of the week.
Timsy. So Tim says, hey, boys, a more evergreen question this week. Aside from the easy answers of Terry Funk and Great Muta, who are some sneaky niche picks of people you'd love to have the full wrestling anthology of? All promos, all matches, all these people. Tell us some diamonds in the rough. Love you, boys.
Tim, you ain't doing 75, brother. I'm telling you that right now.
Somebody in the Discord. I believe I saw a notification pop up said that they can do 80.
Yep. Silverthorne said maybe 30 now, maybe 70 back in their prime. And Ben said 80.
That's crazy.
It's way more daunting than you think.
It really is.
I could have done some more, but again, you don't know that line.
No.
And if you puke, you go back to 0. So
maybe we should just have a big soon-to-be-named network Discord nugget eating
I ain't eating no more nuggets. I'll watch.
A year. Give me a year.
All right.
A year from now, we'll revisit.
All right.
Again, nuggets are off limits. Crispy strips.
Well,
now they're back.
That's like 2 nuggets, maybe. See what I can do.
All right. So, some sneaky niche picks of people you love to have the full anthology of. This isn't so much niche. Vader.
Yeah.
I think you burned me a bunch of Vader discs, but like I always love his matches, his promos, everything. Yeah. So, Vader's definitely one that like I could always watch. I could watch everything.
Yeah.
Sneaky. Probably Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah, that was one that I was thinking of.
I could
not necessarily sneaky, but like a really long career.
Like, I could watch Ultimo forever.
Yeah,
just not the entrance of WrestleMania.
Nope. We won't talk about that. We're just not gonna talk about it. I'm trying to think of a guy that like had like a big career all over. We're not talking about it, Brett. We're not doing it.
What did you think about the first slip?
I didn't think anything about it, Brett. We're not talking about it.
What did you think about the second slip?
We're not talking about it, Brett. It's over. We're not talking about it. Every time somebody slips in a professional wrestling ring, I flash. I get
PTSD of Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah, it's like the effect in the butterfly effect where I like go back through time. No, thinking I could like Quantum Leap. I think I can stop it.
You know who I was like in the mood to watch matches of this week. And I just didn't because I watched so much fucking wrestling. I wanted to watch some like ECW Rob Van Dam.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Dude,
yeah.
All of his stuff is just so fucking good. And like, the promo guy, he wasn't ECW compared to what, whatever in WWF. Like, it's night and day.
Yeah.
How about you?
Again, I'm not intentionally trying to suck Joe's ass here, but
Jeff Jarrett.
A Raven through everything, Scotty the Body, Flamingo, through ECW, WCW, back to ECW, Ring of Honor. Maybe not TNA, but a little bit.
I have that full set of the entire Raven Dreamer feud with all the promos and everything.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
That's a dude that like was on top of the good position in the business, obviously champion in a couple places, but like was a guy that like went everywhere and did everything. So like it'd be a really good like varied set. You can see a bunch of different kinds of things. Other than that, there's a dude that I would love to visit that I haven't seen a lot of that I love, but like don't actively seek it out. But like Jumbo Sharuda,
yeah, that'd be cool.
I know how great he is because I've seen him wrestle a bunch. Yeah. But like to really understand that he was like the original ace, I'd have to deep dive into that shit.
Yeah,
so that'd be really cool.
Like when Tim's saying like more like with the promos, I think that's why I'm leaning more like American wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But like if you want to talk about matches, like mentioned her before, like Bull Nakano.
Yeah,
we'll
mention him later too. Jinsei Shinzaki, a whole career retrospective.
Brother, I got the itch this
because a dude that was everywhere.
That motherfucker. We'll talk more, but
it's like Udo Kier.
My God. Yeah. I'd love to just have everything.
I have a really weird one, and maybe it's just because I fell asleep to one of his matches last night when I was watching the WCW theme or stream on YouTube. This is a weird one, and I'm not talking like greatest of all time. I'm not talking like any of that. But it was a guy that I was like watching him, and I was like, it'd be interesting to see how good he was because he's super gifted and was all around, but never really caught on in a big way. Mark Marrow.
Yeah, like the early Johnny B. Bad heel stuff to the babyface stuff to Wild Man, the Boxer. Yeah,
right. Like just the sort of
he had a very interesting career.
Yeah, and just to be like like the Johnny B. Bad stuff was super over.
Fucking awesome.
Everybody wants a Bad Blaster,
yeah, of course.
But like, and he was a talented guy, super athletic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like that guy that never broke above.
No, he was like your perfect like upper mid.
Yeah, so it'd be like what I wonder if I sat down and watched Mark Marrow front to back, and I'm like, oh man, this dude got the raw deal. Like maybe he should have been bigger.
Yeah, that's a very good answer. Yeah. Well, Tim, thanks so much for the question, man.
Yeah,
we appreciate you. With that said, we are taking a very highly anticipated trip to Japan.
All right, we made it. Strap in.
We are fucking here.
Strap in, strap on, strap up.
Strap it in, strap it up, do it all.
Get ready to get pegged, motherfucker.
So you did not watch the Stardom Nighter in Korakuen, did you?
I watch Stardom Nighter in
This was
Korakuen.
This was like kind of the preview show for
No, I did put it on. I do have it. But I was like, all right, and then I didn't get to watch it until after Grand Queendom happened. And when I was like, I'm not going to have time.
No, you're good then.
So I was like, because I watched like 7 from Queendom. So I was like, yeah.
It was a perfect setup just for matches on Grand Queendom. So honestly, I have it here. There's really nothing to talk about.
Okay.
So we can get right into the fucking meat and potatoes.
Well, do you want to watch New Japan before we go all Joshi Madness, or do you want to Joshi Madness first?
We can. I'm fine with that.
Because I don't know if you wanted to break up the Joshi or not.
No, that's fine. Because
there is a little bit of a through line.
We can do New Japan if you want. Whatever.
All right.
It's up to you.
I didn't mean to throw the monkey and the wrench in the monkey there, but
it's all right.
I only watched one thing.
So I watched 2 things.
Okay.
I watched from New Japan Pro Wrestling Red Zone in Hiroshima.
Mm-hmm.
Tai Chi and Tomohiro Ishii versus Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi. Yes. My end result of this is Tai Chi and Ishii need the tag straps.
I agree.
Dude, what a team.
Yep. 100%.
Who would have ever thunk? They were awesome.
They were great. Absolutely.
Naito looked better, but he still...
This match was good
at the end.
In spite of his knees.
Yeah.
Like, he can't bend those fucking things.
Like, he goes for like the tornado DDT off the ropes and misses. Even when he's doing the Destino, like he's just missing it.
There's no spring in those steps. His knees look worse than 1997 Terry Funk's knees.
Yeah, they're pretty
rough.
bad.
And like Terry's knees were shot, but Terry wasn't doing that much.
Yeah.
Like Naito's still trying to do it all.
Yeah.
So, but it was still really fun.
Can we talk about the assisted brain buster into the Black Mephisto?
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah. They rule.
Tai Chi, man.
Like,
again, we've always said if he just wrestles like Kawada,
right, he's the best.
Strap him up.
Right. Like, he was really good in this match with his pants on.
Awesome, dude.
And then when he tears the pants off, he's even better. Yeah. Like, I was just like, this dude is so fucking good.
Yeah.
But it's never a guarantee. It stinks.
I know. God, he's so fucking good though.
Yeah.
But this is
Naito's final bye-bye, right?
No. I think it's
it's Dantaku?
I think Dantaku's this weekend. And that's gonna be his final bye-bye.
Was he working on his final bye-bye?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because this was his last match with Hiromu. I don't know if they're just having like a big LIJ tag.
Okay.
Not sure. I truthfully don't know.
Him and Bushi leaves New Japan and they go to a draw.
60-minute draw.
Yeah.
I watched another New Japan match.
Okay.
From New Japan Pro Wrestling Heizen no Kuni.
Sure.
If I fucked that up, I'm sorry.
Nah, I'll take your word for it.
This is for the junior tag titles.
Okay.
Your champions, the Ichiban Sweet Boys.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Love 'em,
great.
respect
Absolutely. Robbie Eagles and Fujita, Kosei Fujita.
Versus the new junior tag team, Sweeping the Nation. This is what we're talking about, a distinguished tag team.
Okay.
Master Wato and Yo. Better known as Wat Yo.
No, they're not calling them that.
I am.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Wait, just 1 second. We don't have the technology for me to live rewind this podcast, but I think you just said to me that they're the new junior tag team champions. I'm pretty sure. Maybe the headphones are on the fritz.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
But you're right. They're the new junior tag team champs.
They're trying. They really want Wato to be a fucking thing.
Dude, like, it's weird. So watching the little, like, pre-match video package, like, they almost feel like Wato and Yo are a couple. And, like, they do this little graphic of, like, a dating app on a phone, and it's like, you matched. real weird shit going on.
Okay. Yeah.
When they make their entrance together and they both stand up on the corners and they just do like the pec flex like over and over again.
It's the fool's golden lovers.
And so the music just fades out and they're still just flexing their pecs.
Why did you watch this?
So I wanted to watch it because I'm like, oh, Ichiban Sweet Boys.
Right, Ichiban Sweet Boys are great. Absolutely.
They're fucking awesome.
100%.
Boy, did TMDK or Ichiban Sweet Boys carry these fuckers.
I'm sure.
I just don't understand what's happening with Watyo. Here's the icing on the cherry on top for you.
Oh,
Fujita eats the pin.
I said, what they do? Start having a relationship with my mother?
Fujita eats the pin.
Ew. Robbie Eagles was there. What's going on?
Yeah. I don't know.
Are any of them in Super Juniors?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that reminds me.
How many of them are in Super Juniors? All of them?
So
Watto's not in Super Juniors. They're not that fucking stupid. Oh my god.
They released the actual blocks for this. So when we mentioned it, they had them separated into blocks, but they weren't the actual blocks. So now they do have the actual blocks.
I know I like B block better, I think.
A block is Kushida, Master Watto, Ninja Mac, Hiromu, Fujita, Akira, Clark Connors, Robbie X. Oh yeah, Robbie X is in it.
Who's Robbie X?
He's the English Bullet Club guy, the bald guy with the beard.
Okay.
Kanemaru and Dragon Dia.
Oh, Dragon D is back. That's cool.
And then the B block. Zoom in on this fucking picture here. Despy, Taguchi, Yo, Kevin Knight.
Okay.
Kevin
Knight. Oh, yeah, Kevin Knight's going over, yeah.
From CMLL, they announced their participant, Shocker, Titan.
Okay.
Robbie Eagles, Ishimori, Sho, Nick Wayne, and Mao.
That's a better block.
You would think, right?
That's a better block.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Are Sho and Yo in the same block?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I think that's a better block, too. I agree with you. So.
Yeah, that's a better block.
Yeah, so...
I mean, that's Taguchi in it, but it also has Despy and like, the thing is like, maybe people don't feel this way. I don't know if you feel this way, but, like, the block that has Ishimori is like, okay, you're guaranteed, like, 6 bangers.
Yeah,
like,
you really
Ishimori just fucking goes,
he's
man.
Awesome. And Mao's in that block.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good block.
Is it at Duntaku, or did it already happen? The Loser Leaves Bullet Club tag matches. Did you see that?
No.
They're doing War Dogs versus House of Torture. Loser isn't in Bullet Club anymore.
I probably won't watch it.
I won't either, but
yeah,
God, I don't care who wins.
Yeah.
Either way.
The fans all lose.
Right? No, well, either way, the War Dogs aren't going to be associated with House of Torture in any way.
God.
So we're good.
Thank God. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because, the tag team of Watyo. You all right over there?
No. That's harder to put down than the 55 Nuggets.
They just won't give up on Master Watto.
They absolutely will not. If there's cool matches, we're gonna watch them.
Oh, of course.
I ain't
no
dedicating
doubt.
time to nothing. But if matches are cool, I will watch as much Taguchi as humanly possible. Though.
Sure.
Because he's got a little guy now. Do you see the little Taguchi they made? And he's wearing Taguchi de Japan t-shirts again. I want that hat back in production. God damn it!
We're gonna see if I.
That was a nugget right there. Came back up a little bit.
That's terrible. Oh man!
It's because I'm drinking bubbly for the first time.
A little Tape Chico.
Yeah.
I may have reached out to somebody.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to work behind the scenes to get you what you need, pal. All right.
You have a Noki's phone number? No.
Yeah, because he'd answer right now. So time to oh Jesus, time to go on walking down the Joshi road.
Just again, strap in, strap on, get ready, motherfuckers.
So we'll start with Marigold.
Okay.
Did you watch anything from Marigold?
I did. I watched the Gauntlet 10-man tag team match from Rising Spirit.
You don't watch the first match, or you didn't watch anything else?
No.
Okay. So I watched one other match.
Okay.
It was Mirai and Mai Sakurai going up against Utami Hayashishita and Victoria Yuzuki. So this was if Mirai's team wins, Mirai officially becomes the #1 contender. Because the story was she came out and challenged Utami after Utami beat Bozilla, and Utami said, you couldn't even beat Bozilla. Like, you're not a number one contender.
Oh, okay.
So, this ends up being number one contender. Mirai and Mai Sakurai get the win. Mirai fucking murders Utami with lariats at the end.
Nice.
Murders her. I cannot wait for that
really
match.
Good match.
That match is going to be so fucking awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought Victoria Suzuki looked great in this.
Okay.
And again, Mirai's lariat's absolutely brutal. And yes, the last match. So this is a 10-on-10 gauntlet tag.
Yes.
Team Marvelous, which was, and if I pronounce anything wrong, I apologize. Ihausen. Danhausen?
Sure.
Maria.
Good job on that one.
Thanks, pal.
It's a hard one.
That's real tough. That was one of the phrase I was going to trip over. Riko Kawahata, Sora Ayami, and Takumi Iroha.
Yep. Correct.
Going up against Team
like
Marigold.
I fucking know. Like I'm not also reading it off my phone.
Yeah. Team Marigold, which was Chika Goto, Kazuna Tanaka, Miku Oano, Natsumi Shozuki, and Rhea Seto.
Yes.
So it was a 10-on-10 gauntlet match with a 10-minute time limit for each period. If it reached the 10-minute time limit for each period, both people in the ring are eliminated.
Right.
What I'm very curious to see what you thought of this, because I thought it was really fucking good.
So it's a lot of fun.
Like, you don't get matches like these.
It's
really.
a weird concept.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Excuse me, Nuggets.
You're heading down a dark road.
The difficulty in this match, while the wrestling is fun, and like there's like one or two times it does go to the 10 minutes and all that, just not knowing who anybody is a little bit difficult.
Okay.
It was still fun. I still liked watching it. I like the concept. But yeah, it's like, okay, wait, which one is this? Okay, this is who? Okay. And they tell you, but the commentary wasn't in English. I don't think. Was it? I don't remember. Maybe it was.
I think it was.
Maybe it was. Whatever. But yeah, I still liked it. It was just, a lot of people that maybe I haven't seen before, or at least I haven't paid enough attention to.
I thought that it was like paced perfectly. Yeah. Nobody overstayed their welcome.
No, all the wrestling was really fun.
The 10-minute limits I thought was perfect. The crowd was hot for this too. I thought Kazuna Tanaka was the MVP of this match. When she takes, I think she eliminated 2 people with the Fujiwara armbar.
Okay.
I thought she was awesome. I thought the what the fuck is her name? Why can't I? Miku Ayano and Kawahata, their showdown, like their little 10-minute sprint was probably the best part of this.
Yeah.
Team Marvelous wins.
Yeah, I was shocked by that.
I like that they're doing this though.
Yeah.
Like I'm not super familiar with Marvelous.
Where
are they familiar?
From? Are they on the app too? Do they have their own deal?
I think they have their own deal.
Because they've been showing up a little bit.
Yeah, they have that like super rookie that I love.
Yeah.
But I hope there's more coming between these two companies. Yeah. I think that like this inter-war type deal's fun. They're doing it the right way.
Well, and Marigold needs a shot in the ass a little bit. So,
well, more on that later.
Maybe. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm curious. Which one do you want to save for last? Stardom or Sendai Girls?
Oh man.
I'll let you choose.
We do Sendai Girls last.
Okay.
To pay respect.
I think that's the right choice. So,
there's a lot of respect to be paid.
So,
Grand Queendom.
Stardom, All-Star Grand Queendom. So, you said you watched 7 from this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
What's the
I started with the Meiko Satomura tag match.
Okay. Yeah,
it was fine.
I skipped over that.
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay.
I like seeing that my girl Natsupoi, which is why I watched it. It's Meiko Satomura, Mika Owada, and Yuna versus the Cosmic Angels, Aya Sakura, Natsupoi, and Sayori Anu. I like Natsupoi a ton.
Natsupoi's great.
And a
couple of Natsubois.
And yet we know this. Miko is done. So I was like, all right, well, it's her second to last. I'm gonna put it on, and she beats people up. Natsupoi takes a whooping. But it was just good. It was, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Then I watched everything else on the card.
The last 6?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Suzu Suzuki versus Mei Sierra.
Yeah.
They switched this to a no disqualification match, and boy, am I happy they did.
That's the right call. So, everybody's talking about this show, Grand Queendom. this it's getting a shit ton of buzz. We'll talk about how our feelings as a whole in the end. But like everybody's talking about this show. And like you texted me like, can't wait till you to watch this. You're talking about it in the Discord. Everybody's fucking talking about it. The internet's a buzz. You know, this is their Stardom's biggest show of the year, essentially. We know that Mayu's done at the end in Stardom. We know that Mayu's going somewhere, right?
We do. At the end of her match, we do.
Right. But we knew going in that she was... no, we weren't sure? I thought we knew that she was done. Okay. Because there was talks of her. There was at least talks of her leaving.
There's been, though.
Yeah. But everybody's talking about this thing. Everything's going crazy. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, and I saw like you said like last 6, like crazy, whatever. And I'm like, all right, well, no DQ match. We'll start here. We love Suzu. Suzu fucking rules. May Sierra rules.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's see what happens. And then they just bleed everywhere. Like, Suzu is a crazy person.
Dude, she's nuts.
Suzu's still so young. Like, we saw some of Suzu's first stuff on this show. Like, Suzu impressed us right away.
Yeah.
For being just an absolute shit kicker. And then I got to yell during a Japanese wrestling match, get that camera out of there.
Sure did.
Because Suzu gigs almost immediately off of the 2 post shots.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, May Sierra gets color too. And I'm like, when did that one happen?
Yep.
So we get double color, 6 down from the top.
Setting a high standard.
And everybody's freaking out. I'm like, this match is so good.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's so violent. And like Suzu, like they're in the crowd a bunch. Suzu looks like a psychopath.
Dude, I would on my note, Suzu looked like a killer.
She's like grabbing May's blood got like real chunky right away.
Yeah.
So like she's just laughing in her face and staring in the camera and like holding her face up like it's just decapitated. Like it's insane.
It's crazy.
And then like Suzu wins with like the Sky Twister moonsault.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, Suzu, I didn't know you had that in you.
Suzu got that dog in her, man.
Suzu's got it. The more than that dog in her, man.
I'll
this was
tell you
brutal.
what, I loved the job in selling that May Sarah did. Like, just masterclass. Like, just like as the match goes on and the more blood and just trying and just physically could not like walk.
Yep.
Just looked drained.
Yeah.
Like, actually sold it like I just got my ass beat.
Yeah.
I watched this live.
Yeah.
I was fired the fuck up immediately.
If this was at the top of the card of a pay-per-view, you'd be like, all right, cool, that was awesome.
Yeah.
This is a good show. This is a cool show. That main event ruled. This was 6 down.
Next match.
Yeah.
For the Sendai Girls World title.
Yes.
Hashimoto.
Yes, Chihiro
Hashimoto versus Meiko.
Chihiro Hashimoto getting all the press, all the looks, all over the place.
As a listener to the show, former host of Virtual Pros, Al, said Hashimoto should win the G1 this year.
I support it.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I thought like, oh, this is just going to be a Haas fight.
Yeah.
But like, Meiko like working the arm of Hashimoto and Hashimoto just overpowering her.
Oh, she's a shit kicker,
dude.
Like
she's got that fucking Gary Albright.
She's a straight up shit kicker.
Yeah.
Like just straight up, like just you know, when you go to wrestle her, you got to lace your boots a little tighter.
Yeah, dude,
because they're gonna be left in the fucking mat. She just killer.
Yeah.
And the finish, like I don't want to jump right, but like the finish is a German suplex powerbomb into a power, like just crazy. Like I was just like, okay,
pure Haas,
just
shit,
murder,
man.
just murder.
Yeah,
is absolutely fantastic. You're gonna be seeing so much of her. I think
I agree. Hashimoto retains.
You know, she gets the rub from a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the right people,
dude.
This also rules. And it's funny that there's a Sendai Girls match on here.
Yeah.
But that's awesome because they
kind of have like that working relationship with Sendai Girls.
Yeah,
right,
but it's so weird because Sendai Girls is on the Wrestle Universe app with Tokyo Joshi for like I know they don't out a promotional fight as much.
Yeah.
But this is cool. Chihiro Hashimoto rules. Maika's awesome. I love Maika.
Well,
not in this one.
So it comes out the next day. Maika's gonna be out a while.
Oh, really?
Maika has to get elbow surgery. She's gonna be out a long
from this match, or she knew going in.
She knew going. She said she's been hurt a while.
Okay.
She's going to work Dontaku. There's like a 6-person stardom tag.
Oh,
and
that's a bummer.
She's getting surgery. She's going to be out a long time.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, she said her elbow's pretty bad.
Bummer.
And again,
I like Meiko a ton.
I love Meiko.
Yeah, I like Meiko a ton.
You know, we got to see her in person when she had the red belt. Like, she was fucking awesome.
I like Meiko a ton.
So,
that's I didn't see that. That sucks.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer.
That's a bummer.
So the next thing I have,
the
Goddesses tag title match. This was the team of Wingori, which is Hanan and Saya Ida, versus FWC, which is Koguma and Hazuki.
Oh, my girl Hazuki.
Brother. This got, like, uncomfortable at times.
Yeah, because for whatever reason... And here's the thing, everybody. I'm going to say this right now. Like, I don't want to go too in depth on these matches. I know we break a lot down and we don't, whatever. Yeah. But like, you should go watch everything.
Was I wrong in my assessment of this?
There's a lot of things we're going to talk about in this thing, but like, I can talk so much more. But go watch. If you haven't, if you're not a Stardom fan, whatever, I know Tim watched it. I don't know how his review was of it.
Tim, I was like, dude,
but like,
continue that Joshi journey, my friend.
Like,
you need to watch this.
Did you get his feedback on it at all?
I don't know if he watched the whole card or not. Okay. I hope he talks about it on Final Wrestling Place this week, because like, it's just insane shit.
I genuinely, like, if you're a fan of just insane wrestling, the six up on this card, insane.
Actually, Tim did give one thing. He said, why isn't Stardom the biggest promotion in the world?
Right. They put on the best. They put on, particularly in 2025, they're putting on consistently the best wrestling. But anyway, about this match. There is a point where they push my sweet Hazuki too far. Dude. And she just starts, I think, legitimate punching one of them in the face.
It was Hanan.
It was Hanan.
Hanan, like, she's
it says Hanan here,
she's feeding her forearms, and Hazuki's just looking at her kind of and just like, I'm not selling this shit. But my God, when she turns it on, it just is like forearming her in the back of the neck. Like, it's brutal.
And then like punching her in the cheek. And I was like, why? Yeah. What's going? You're such a sweet, pretty lady, Hazuki, and you're whooping an ass, and I love it.
So the story with it is Hanan like keeps trying to get Hazuki's like approval and respect, and Hazuki just we're not selling it.
Okay.
Which I don't know if you noticed at the end of the match. So
she fucking got it at the end.
Well, so Wingori retains, and Hanan goes to shake Hazuki's hand, and Hazuki rolls out of the ring and shakes Saida's hand. Nice. I was like, you son of a bitch.
But Hanan does the backdrop driver with a bridge, which is insane. Dude, and I like Ida a lot too. I liked her from the first time I saw her too.
That Ida apron muscle buster on Koguma,
she's awesome, dude.
Gross.
She's fantastic. There's just the stable. We talk about AEW's roster. We talk about this and that. Like, I don't know, man. Stardom's roster,
dude.
I'll put it up against anybody.
Yeah, when Hazuki is just beating the shit out of Hanan, it's just
insane.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
like I said,
insane.
It was like getting a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I'll put Saya Iida up against any other tiny muscle mommy that you want. We'll figure that one out.
Let's go.
She rules.
Next match.
All right.
IWGP Women's Title.
Get your lists ready, everybody.
Oh, brother. The challenger, Syuri. The defending champion, Mayu Iwatani.
Mm-hmm.
So once they announced this, I was like, just immediately invested because I love Mayu. She's on my Mount Rushmore Joshi. And like you mentioned, the rumblings of what's happening with her, who knows. Syuri wins.
Yes.
Mayu had this belt for so fucking long. What an amazing run. You know,
she the only who had it? Who was the first?
Kairi Hojo.
Oh.
Who then lost it to Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes had the IWGP?
I'm pretty sure she did.
Did she?
Who then lost it to
Mayu?
Mayu Iwatani. I'm pretty if I fuck up the lineage, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure it went Kairi, Mercedes, Mayu, now Syuri.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
It went Kairi, in historic X over.
Yeah.
She defeated Mayu in the finals
she did, yes.
of the tournament.
Yep.
Okay. That was November of 2022.
And then I think it was like February of 23.
At Battle in the Valley, Mercedes won it.
Yep.
She had it for 64 days, which is an incredible small run.
Yeah.
So Kairi had one defense.
Yeah.
Mercedes had 1 defense.
Yep.
Mayu had 9.
Yeah, dude.
735 days.
Mayu beat Syuri. She beat Sari.
Yeah, Kyrie had it for 90 days. Mercedes for 64. Mayu for 734 days.
Yeah.
Insane.
Like, what a fucking run.
She won it at All-Star Grand Queendom in 2023.
Yeah. Yeah, she beat
nuts.
Mercedes.
Yeah. Yep.
See, I know a little bit.
A little bit. Crazy. And now Syuri.
Yeah.
She has it for 2 days so far.
Well,
2+ days, it says on Wikipedia.
I loved, like, they kept showing that looming giant of Sari in the crowd during this.
She's been out for 2 years and 4 days.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kept showing Sari in the crowd, which I'm going, oh, baby, I want Sari versus everybody.
Yeah.
I thought, like, this was so fucking physical.
Yeah.
Like, I got actually exhausted by the end of this. It, like, Syuri's...
They did too. They were also exhausted.
Syuri's submissions that she had Mayu in.
Dude, it's in my notes. It's in my notes. I can't even describe the one to you.
Where she has her, like, fully head, arm, legs locked up.
Right.
Yeah.
But bending at the waist backwards.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even describe it. I've never seen it before. And Mayu looks dead in it.
Yeah.
Like, it is, and I said this to you after I watched these matches, but, like, this performance, and this match is an all-timer.
Yep.
Top of the list.
Oh,
everybody's going to be talking about it.
Unbelievable.
You're a fool if you don't think so. Even towards the end when they're so tired, they like the Poison Rana, the Pretty Poison Rana gets botched.
You know what?
Doesn't matter. Collapse under the weight of the match.
Perfect.
Right?
I love like, oh, you're exhausted. Right. Perfect.
Mayu's performance in this match, fighting from underneath for most of the match.
All-timer. It's an all-time
selling like she did, trapped in submissions, actually fighting to get to the ropes and not tapping out. Like, none of this, like, there I am.
Nope.
Fighting for her, making me believe she's fighting for her life. Getting stretched all over the place. All-time top 5 single professional wrestling performance I've ever seen in a match. Yep. Like, she gives everything to Syuri. She makes her look like $1 million. She makes sure that torch is passed. Syuri rules. And like just an all-time, like from a selling standpoint, from a top 5 all-time losing performance, like sells like nobody for this, like insane.
Dude, like the head kicks she's hitting on her,
absolutely crazy,
unbelievable.
Yes.
Like I was like sitting on my recliner, just like freaking the fuck out at this match at like 4:30 in the morning, just losing my mind. Again, I love Mayu so much. One of my favorites ever. And
this is absolutely
incredible.
Flawless performance by Mayu.
Yeah.
Syuri isn't too far off. She looks fucking great. She looks like a killer. She wrestles a fantastic match.
Yeah.
But Mayu's performance in this match is special. I genuinely mean that. It is a performance elevated beyond even her normal greatness.
So
it's such a good match that I'm going to listen to Stardom Cast at some point this week.
Yeah, like for real.
Maybe.
Yeah. Fuck me up.
Off.
Yeah, you did. So Mayu cuts a promo afterwards, and reading translations after that was, all I wanted was this IWGP Championship. I've put my everything into this IWGP Championship. Maybe it's time for me to move on.
What else is there for her to do in that company, Brett?
Well, if you're Momo Watanabe, there's a lot left to do, you piece of shit.
I do like Momo.
I fucking love Momo. So even like afterwards, Sari...
Was she on the show at all?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Black Peach, baby.
Sari gets in the ring and challenges Syuri, which, Jesus Christ, that's got to be a fucking war. So... This leads, and we'll talk about the rest of the card, but I feel we got to talk about this now. Next day, press conference, Mayu announces she's leaving. She's leaving Stardom. The icon of Stardom is officially gone. Kind of surreal to see it.
Yeah.
Especially after Rossi left, she stuck around.
Yeah.
And... gave it her all. I mean,
well, and particularly because this week, we have 3 big Joshi shakeups this week.
Huge.
So, like, this one is, like, the first that, like, happens in real time.
Yeah.
But we knew the other 2 were going to happen. So, like, and granted, she announces afterwards the next night. But, like, yeah, this is a big shakeups in Joshi this week.
It's fucking massive, dude. And then a couple days later, officially announced she has signed with Marigold.
I genuinely could not be happier about that. Because there was talks.
I'm torn.
She going to WWE. I know she said she wanted to wrestle Mercedes. She wants to wrestle Kyrie and Asuka.
Well, she said, like, I want Kyrie, Asuka, Io, Julia.
Right.
You know, she wants to wrestle all of them.
Yeah.
Which now there's a much easier path for
much
this.
Easier.
Even though I don't think Asuka will work for Rossi, but that's just me. Yeah, man, kind of fucking weird, though, like, seeing her gone from Stardom.
Yes. It's very weird. But I hinted it before, like, we talk about Marigold. What do they have? Who do they have left? What can they do? Like, what can they put on the card that we haven't already seen? Well, apparently it's Mayu Iwatani.
Yeah, she's going to have a match, I think, this weekend versus Nene.
That's crazy that she's just, we're jumping right in.
Yeah, I mean, immediately front of the line.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. Well, and her and Sari can happen because Sari freelances, so Sari goes in Marigold.
They've wrestled in Stardom before.
Yeah, they have, but it can happen again.
Yeah.
Like Bozilla, Mayu Bozilla.
Bozilla left Japan?
Did she really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. We didn't talk about this.
Yeah, it was a week or 2 ago. She said, I'm wrapping up in Japan for now. This was because she wrestled Megan Bain Mania weekend.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, I'm in the States.
Oh, really?
Now.
I had no
Which
idea.
Obviously, everybody's like,
that's crazy. Oh, good for her.
Hunting for an apartment in Orlando, Florida.
Right.
You know,
100%. I mean, her daddy was in Vegas, so Ulf Herman was there.
Yeah. So
and Paul Lee, you can get on the horn with Paul Lee.
I'm sure.
But anyway, her Hayashi Shida and Marigold needs that boost.
Yeah.
So I mean,
this
it's not
your immediate
right,
boost.
and it's not going to be too long until she's through everybody too. And then what do you do? But
yeah.
She wants the belt. She'll get the belt.
Yeah, that leads to...
Well, she wants the GHC belt, too.
Well, so that really leads to a question here.
Oh.
A question from Mr. Young Ed.
이제 이번 주에 에드 코드 질문입니다.
Ed?
All right, so the Sleaze Ranger himself.
Nice talking to you this weekend. It was fun.
Ed's got a grudge against Heat Up. Go listen to Sleaze Ranger for more. Ed says, hey there, pals. It's time for a question that's in 2 parts.
Oh.
Number 1, Mayu Iwatani, who is not a piece of shit, has joined the winning team. Marigold stock's going up. May's going to be great for Dreamstar fighting Marigold. If you had a choice, would you go right to Mayu versus Utami or build it up for a while?
I'd build it up.
I'd build it up. Not too long.
Let's see what she can get out of a couple of the people that you think in that company have some juice.
Well, and Mayu came out and said, like, I want to fix the in-ring in this company.
Because it's not.
There's so many botches left and right, and we got to clean this shit up.
Right, because it's not good. The undercard is light. So, like, you put Mayu against some of the girls that you think have juice, and you see if they're worth it, and then you're going to be making deals elsewhere and trying to figure that shit out. Because the roster's not great.
Ed sent this question in.
Yeah.
Before it came out that Mayu said she wants the GHC Women's Championship.
So she is a piece of shit now.
Koki Amurai, which Ed then says, what the fuck does she think she's doing?
Yeah.
She's a piece of shit. So Ed has changed his opinion today.
Ed and the Black Peach moment will not be on the same level here.
That was a very fun
bit
this week of, is Mayu a piece of shit or not?
Yeah. Their roster's thin, but you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't wait too long.
I'm curious what's going to happen with Tommy and Mirai now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you put the belt on Mirai?
I don't know.
Or just keep it with Tommy? I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
But very, very interesting roads upcoming for Marigold.
And, the one thing that Ed's got to look out for is that Mayu brings them a step closer to not being a Japanese indie sleaze promotion.
Oh, she definitely took them away from it now.
They're starting to move away from that sleaze marking.
Yeah.
So
how are you going to feel about that?
Yeah.
Well, listen, Maya's got the month of May to get herself acclimated because May 30th, we know Koki Amurai's back.
She's back May 30th.
So that's
hard
from
line.
That torn ACL on January 1st.
Leg attached or not, she's back,
she's
baby.
Fucking back.
Right.
6-month ACL recovery. She's good to go.
She's good. She's tall. She can get it.
She's tall. So that means it recovers faster. Ed's second part. Ever take a nap at a job? I just fell asleep in my chair here for a few minutes. Ed, if you haven't taken a nap at your job, you're not living the American dream. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is.
Absolutely.
Everybody takes a nap.
I've napped. Does it mean on the clock? Because yes.
Yeah.
On my lunch breaks, yes.
I napped on my job multiple times today.
Yeah.
I was very tired.
I mean, I work for myself, but I put my head down the other day and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
When I worked in an office, though, you go out to the car on a break for a little bit, set an alarm for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to the bathroom, nod off on the toilet a little bit. You know, you take take the boss makes $1 and make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
Damn right.
And you mix that in with a little bit of a napski.
Words to live by, my friend.
Yeah.
And of course.
Of course.
Take more naps on the job.
Right.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, they're called siestas, and you were allowed to do them.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Ed.
Thanks, Ed. Love you, buddy.
You're the best. All right, back to Stardom All-Star Grand Kingdom. This is for the white belt, the Wonder of Stardom title. Starlight Kid versus Azumi.
Yeah.
They had like the impossible task of following.
Yeah, like this is unfairly maybe out of the 6, the lesser match of all of them.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
Yeah, no, I think it's very good. Like them starting out a little more slower and technical. I don't know if that was the right move instead of just going full bore into it. But they did shift gears and they went fucking nuts during this.
The stretch muffler big swing is incredible.
Yeah.
And then Azumi does a destroyer, but from the pedigree.
What the fuck?
I rewound it because I didn't think I was seeing it properly.
Yeah.
I was like, that was from a pedigree position, right? Yeah. And then I was like, no, it couldn't. I'm trying to run it back in my brain, and I'm like, no, logistically, you can't hook the arms into that doesn't work from a pedigree position.
Sure can.
And then I was like, well, I'm going to rewind. And I rewound it. And I was like, okay, she hooked the arm. Yeah, no, that's pedigree position into a destroyer. Yeah. Okay.
Like what are we going to call that? A Jade Driller Destroyer?
Sure.
You could call
I don't know.
It looked crazy, though.
Crazy.
Match is still very good. It's just so hard to follow what you just previously saw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it was so insane. It's so emotional.
And it is purposefully there because, because you're going from huge match of the year contender with Mayu, title change, all that. You know, the company knows that she's leaving.
Yeah. To
this, which is like still a really good match that you should watch, but it is the cool down match before you get into a literal career versus career match.
It sure is, man.
Also known as the I cry because I lost my buddy.
This is career versus career. This has been brewing for a while here.
Sure has been.
Saya Kamitani against Tam Nakano.
This is their third match this year?
Yeah, and remember a couple of months ago they had that Loser Leave Stardom match, but then they didn't.
And then Tam just became a freelancer.
Yeah, that was all fucking weird.
Yeah, it was very weird, but the matches have all been good.
They've all been very good, I agree.
This one also. Oh, dude. Exceptional.
This was one where I could not wait for this.
Right from the start, their entrances are insane.
Dude, Saya's entrance,
they're insane.
Unbelievable.
Tam's back to long purple hair. Yeah. The way she is when I close my eyes and I think about my buddy Tam. I love Tam.
Yeah.
And Saya,
Tamomaniac.
I am a Tamomaniac. And Saya is awesome. Proven herself tenfold.
Again, what a difference a year makes.
Absolutely. She's all gothed out because she betrayed whatever last year. All that shit. Looks like $1 million. Her entrance is fucking insane.
Yeah.
They have this match. This match rules. And at one point in the match, because they know this is career versus career, all points lead to Tam losing. Tam lost the career one, but then not the second one, or something maybe. I don't remember. Yeah. But she's pretty much there's nowhere for Tam to go. We know that she's going out on her shield here. And there's a point in this match where they both just start crying.
Yep.
And then slap the shit out of each other.
They sure did.
They cry and then they have a 5-minute slap battle.
Yeah.
And it's brutal. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like just those full on slaps that turn your neck purple, like just full on gnarly slaps. And then Tam hits a Spike Michinoku driver.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that is so gross.
Yeah.
And so dangerous looking. Then she does a straight jacket suplex. Then she does a second Spike Michinoku driver, and Saya kicks out at 1.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, well, this is
Dude,
what an incredible match.
Saya uses like the Tam's like the violet screwdriver.
Yep.
Dude, the headbutts in this
headbutts
match.
are gross, yeah.
Like you said, the fucking slap
slap
fight they
fight,
got
yep.
into after crying.
Because they're best friends. They're, you know,
Yeah.
this is a whole long story.
Yep.
Whether, you know, whatever was lost in translation about the stipulations of the matches leading up to this.
It did at this point it didn't matter.
It's still an all-time 3 series or whatever it was fucking match. Like, when it comes to the end of the year, they might get the FTR Briscoe spot where, like, I can't unlink those 3 matches.
just put them all together.
But this match was phenomenal.
Saya using Tam's Twilight Dream suplex to win was fucking incredible.
Yep.
Tam's road comes to an end.
Right. They cry. They
They're
hug
both
each
just
other.
bawling at the end of this. Like that, there's a picture of them like sitting on the ramp.
Yeah.
And like it looks like somebody. There's one from behind where they take it and it's just the lights and stuff, and it's just like one of the best wrestling pictures I've seen.
Yeah.
It was just fucking incredible. Again, it's exhausting.
Yep.
But man, Saya is like hitting on all cylinders right now.
It's really crazy. Like, so I love this match. I love Tam. 9 years in the business only. She's done. That it breaks my heart, but I get it. It's fine. Go do other stuff. But like you look at Stardom and you're like, Tam is gone. Mayu is gone.
Mike is gonna be out a while.
You're like, what are they going to do? And then you look at who wrestled at the top of this card and you're like, oh yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're okay.
Anybody from these 6 can have fucking bangers.
They're gonna be fine.
Like, you know, like Starlight Kid just took a back seat to these stories. She can easily be up there. Like, Saya's huge star. Azumi's a massive star. Azumi might beat Mercedes at Resurgence.
Yeah. Suzuki.
Right, because they also lose, what's her name? Mina. So like,
because Mina's gone.
is over here now. So like,
she worked Ring of Honor tonight.
Yeah, great. Did you work a match? Is a tree fall in the woods and make a sound and nobody saw it? But it's like Saya is fantastic. Yeah. Like Siri, so many of these people are so fucking good that like you have Stardom as an embarrassment of riches where they're permanently losing 2 of their top stars and losing a third of their top stars to an injury.
Even Thekla gone
right,
now,
Thekla's gone, and you lose a 4th top star to AEW. And I still look at your roster. I'm like, oh, you're good.
Yeah, they're going to.
You're good.
Might take a little adjustment.
Who has that luxury? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
they're ready to step up.
Right.
Like Momo said.
Right.
You, Mayu,
well, right. And Mayu, like, Mayu puts her absolutely in a place to reign over this company. Saya's been there, particularly now by beating Tam, because Tam is 2-3-time champion, like all that. Like, they left the right fucking way. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, they're going to be fine. Like, nobody has that embarrassment of riches that are lucky enough to lose 4 of their top 10, 4 of maybe their top 5.
And just go,
guaranteed their top 1.
Yeah.
Like, this is like if WWE, like, tomorrow was like Cena, Roman, Orton, and like, Cody. and Cody and Seth are gone, or Cody's gone. Like, and you're like, well, what are they going to do? And it's like,
we're okay.
No, Stardom's okay.
Yeah, Stardom's okay.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I cannot put this show over enough.
Me either. Amazing show.
I tried like not to oversell it to people, but I was like,
show.
I just gotta go watch it.
Reach out.
Watch the fucking last 6.
I will get it in your eyeballs.
It is just some of the best fucking wrestling you're ever going to see. To be honest,
Agreed.
Like already, I'm like, I don't know how this is going to get top for show of the year. I really don't. I don't, man. It's just,
you know, AEW has done some strange shit. We never know.
Yeah, I mean, they
y'all in. You know,
I'll never count them out with their pay-per-views, but like, dude, this
6 straight bangers. Oof. But again, AEW's done a full done 10 bangers on a pay-per-view. So, but yeah, this is I have to add 2 matches to my match of the year lists here,
and we're only just in May.
Right. I have to add Tam and Saya, and I have to add Mayu and Siri.
Dude, the in-ring quality since January 1st, all across the board, has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible. So.
Yeah. And other companies have a world champion whose gimmick leading into the title matches, I stumble during my matches.
Yeah.
Or, I wear funny sunglasses.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Glorified meme wrestler.
So, or I try to pay Stone Cold Steve Austin $1 million to dress up like a Prime bottle.
Yikes.
Cool.
Right. Last show.
Jingle, jingle.
Last show. Sendai Girls.
Meiko
Satomura, the final.
Yes.
We know that this has been coming since last year. We'll talk about that. I have 2 to 3 matches.
3, yeah. The same. Like, the last one becomes 2.
Yeah. So I'm assuming the 6 lady you're talking about? Is that the first one?
I watched the Battle Royal.
Oh, dude, that Battle Royal was fun as fuck.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So, myself and Jess, we watched the show the whole time.
I was going to bed. I was really tired. And you were like, I'm staying up. I'm like, oh. And I was like, I got to go to bed. I'm having a hard fucking time.
Had to.
Yeah.
For fucking Meiko, had to do it.
Yeah.
So we watched the show the whole time. Shout out, Jess.
Yeah.
You're fucking awesome. Yeah, dude, this Battle Royal was fun as fuck.
It was so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
So much fun. Yeah.
When Suzuki came in and everybody was terrified.
Everybody teamed up on Minoru.
Jinsei Shinzaki.
Yep.
I would put the IWGP heavyweight title on him.
He looks great, now. Dude.
He looks incredible.
He looks fantastic.
Like, dude, he still does the rope walk with ease.
Yeah.
Ease.
Yeah, I mean, he still works sometimes. He's still all over the place.
Yeah.
Heading up Michinoku Pro.
Yeah.
But so we get Minoru Suzuki, Takako Inui, Shinobu Kandori, Kyoko Inui,
nuts.
Sonoko Kato, Nene Takahashi, Hiroyo Matsumoto, Ryu Mizunami, Aniki.
That's right.
Takumi Iroha, Stan Hansen's favorite wrestler,
Yeah.
Miyuko Takase, someone named Zones, and according to Cage Match, someone named Soy, which doesn't seem appropriate to me, but whatever. But just a fun battle royal, classic kind of thing.
Was this one where, I forget who it was dressed up as Meiko Satomura?
Yes.
That was
Shin, whatever her name is. Yes.
Funny.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was just a fun match to, pop the crowd, get Minoru out there, get the Jinsei, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Aniki wins because Aniki rules. You can never count out Ryu Mizunami, not Miyu Rizunami.
What is up with us with that shit tonight? We're all over the place.
The cholesterol pulsing through my body right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a chicken nugget. I'm not a nugget.
No, you are tonight. So one other, before we get to the final match. There's a 6 lady.
Yeah, I skipped that.
Oh, dude.
Was it good?
Oh, yeah.
I was pressed, and I was like, all right, we're going to.
And it happens.
So,
Dash Chizako, Mika Iwata, and Sori versus Lena Cross, Nina Samuels, and Venny. I love the parts where it was Sari versus Venny. Mm-hmm. I will watch those two murder each other every fucking day.
When I read it, I didn't realize that they were in at the opposite sides.
Yeah, oh, dude.
That's cool.
Their parts in the ring was like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah, that's cool.
The whole match was very good, though, but specifically those two was like,
good.
Yep, give it to me every day. So,
nice.
Main event. You had Aja Kong.
Part 1 of the main event.
Yeah, Aja Kong teaming up with Chihiro Hashimoto.
Yes.
Versus Manami, and of course, the real final boss of professional wrestling, Meiko Satomura.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question really quick before we get into this?
Yes.
Did you see the Meiko training video?
The Meiko training video.
She was,
her and Shinsuke? Yeah.
Somebody in Vegas pulled her aside and was like, teach me your kick before you go back.
Yep.
So,
the old Scorpio Rising.
So, when you're asked by someone of that caliber to be like, hey, teach me your move so I can honor you, that's a pretty big deal.
Yep.
That's a pretty big deal.
Meiko Satomura, who... What a fucked up week for my Joshi fandom. Like, 2 of my favorite 4 had big things happening. Because Meiko's also on my goddamn Mount Rushmore Joshi. This was an emotional one, man. Mm-hmm. Gets showered in streamers. Kenta Kobashi gives her a bouquet before the match, which, like, freaking the fuck out, Yeah. Match itself, dude, is just
match is a ton of fun.
Awesome. Aja Khan getting emotional, yelling at the referee like, "This is my last time. You gotta let me hit her with the trash can."
And he does.
And the ref says, "Okay."
Dude, Aja is amazing.
Aja's
that's my. You looked phenomenal.
Amazing.
She's my number one.
Needs to bust out this fucking gear more often.
Yeah, I love her. She's my number one. I don't know how you have been wrestling for as long as she has. She's older than Meiko. Yeah. She's been around a lot longer. She said 29 years, 39 years, whatever the fuck she said. How do her Saito suplexes still look that fucking good?
Dude, when
they're
she
insane.
Is killing Meiko at the end with the Saito suplexes.
They're insane looking.
My jaw was dropping.
Yeah.
Dude, when Meiko hits her with the Scorpio Rising kick at the end.
She's 54 years old.
Yeah. Dude, Meiko was...
She's been wrestling since 1986.
That's insane.
So it is almost 40 years.
Wow. Meiko was... Like, she killed her with the Scorpio Rising. I thought she was trying to put her foot through Aja's head.
The last one, it was gross,
You could do, like, when Aja's getting pinched, she's, like, rubbing her head. Like, oh, that fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Meiko...
It was one of those, like, you see it in a movie, like, there's, like, boxing movies would do it sometimes, or, like, some other movies, where the guy would take the hit, and then they would put the fake rubber face in so you could shake the skin all around.
Dude.
You know? Because, like, you do that to... Like, or, like, when they used to slow down Jackass clips to see how hard Knoxville got hit in the face or whatever. Yeah. And, like, that's it just, like, her whole face reset. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Just awesome stuff.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
And then the match ends and Aja's on the mic.
When, like, Hashimoto, I guess, is Meiko's protege, essentially. It's her, one of her. Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. So. Meiko can never beat Hashimoto.
Yeah.
So she never beat her. So Aja gets on and it just, like, gives me fucking Dump vibes of Dump's last match. You know, like, we got to team up. Mm-hmm. So it's Aja and Meiko against Hashimoto. There's a few others that get involved.
Yeah.
Hashimoto. You had the fucking trainees ripping off their fucking jumpsuits and getting the match.
Yep.
Like
Chichiro Hashimoto, Mika Owada, Senka Akatsuki.
Oh, that's the dude. She's the fucking future.
Yeah. Takumi Oroi and Yuna.
Yeah.
With Shin Sakura Hirota, which is the person dressed as
hilarious
as Meiko.
Yeah.
And this is a 5-on-2 handicap match, but it's just the two legends killing kids.
Yeah, that's great.
Just beating asses, man.
Great.
Just beating asses.
Goes to a 5-minute draw.
Yep.
You know, ends perfectly.
Yep.
Aja cuts a promo afterwards. Just say it, dude.
Cutting onions.
This is where the waterworks started.
Cutting onions because we had they had commentary that was translating for us.
Which
was
great.
Yeah.
You know, she just says, like, you were the one that pushed me for 39 years. Like, I was the one that went at you hard and you came back harder.
Yeah,
and, you know,
without you pushing me, I wouldn't have made it. Like, you made me the monster. Like,
and she's like, we will fight again in another life.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, man.
Yep.
And then you get videos rolling in. Kairi Sane sending a video.
Yep.
Io Sky video. Hiroshi Tanahashi. Asuka
looking great,
dude. Shinsuke.
Yep.
Why can't I remember? It was a Devil Masami.
Name?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all we wanted to know.
Yeah.
But then, thankfully, Jess used their translator for that one.
Yeah.
The videos roll in, and it's just all like putting her over. You know, just how much she means, and like how much she helped everybody in the business.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm going, fuck, if that's not emotional enough. Then
oh my god, dude.
Comes the parade of giving her flowers.
Literally.
Bull Nakano.
Dude, all the streamers too. The picture of all the streamers.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Bull Nakano.
Yep.
Dude, fucking Akira Hakuto. I lost my mind when Akira Hakuto came out. Jinsei Shinzaki, dude, when he started crying.
I know. So it's such like a crazy thing because like from what I understand, you know, people correct me if I'm wrong or whatever, but like the way Japanese culture is, like they still have very much that patriarchal, like, you know, men are to be ultimately respected, like whatever. So like when the women get in the ring, they bow to each other, and Jinsei doesn't bow to her because that's not like, it's just not culturally what they do.
Nope.
But you could see that it's breaking his heart.
Yeah.
Like he is just in tears.
Yep. And
like, I'm just like, oh my God.
He like puts his hands in his pockets and he's talking to her, and you can just see he's just crying his eyes out.
Yep.
Dude, The fucking Crush Gals.
And then you're right. And so,
oh my God.
So you get Lioness first.
Oh, yep.
And then she leaves.
Yeah.
And then out comes Chigusa. And then I'm like, they're not going to do anything together? Like, what's, and then they do she gets the poster. Chigusa gives the poster, and then she waves. And you get the fucking Crush Gals and Meiko together.
That was so
insane.
Like, you could tell Meiko was like a little girl again, just like, I can't believe this is happening.
Those are the legends of legends. Like, that's, the Meiko's generation and this generation, that, like, the Crush Gals did, like, go watch Queen of Villains. Like, I know it's about Dump, but, like, it's a lot more than that.
Yeah. Meiko's parents came, which was fucking awesome. Everybody that was coming out, I was having a rundown of everybody, and I'm looking for who all was there, but this is also from a few days ago. So, who else was there? Son of a bitch.
I think you named everybody, right?
Did I?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, okay. Hey, look at me doing it.
Yeah, do a good job
remembering stuff. Yeah, just incredible shit, man.
The right way to pay respect to an absolute fucking legend.
Dude, love
and
Meiko Satomura.
It's bittersweet because, like, and again, we're not exposed to the real lives of Japanese wrestlers at all, let alone as nearly as much as we are in the U.S. to like our people, like our promotions and wrestlers. But, like, I don't know what physical condition she's in. I don't know where her body's breaking down. Like, I don't know any of that. She's been around for a long fucking time.
30 years.
But, like, it's tough. Like, happy for her. She's not leaving wrestling. She's going to stay around and do,
she said she wants
all
to
that
help
sort of
with
stuff.
the next generation, help
but,
with, like, Sendai Girls. And
she's still so good and crisp in the ring.
There was
that it's like bittersweet to see her go.
She did like a run up the ropes and like jumped off and hit an arm drag. I was like, why are you?
Because it's like you look at somebody like Naito. Yeah. You look at Chono, who was barely mobile because he's stuck around. You look at Muda, whose knees were gone multiple times over.
Yep.
Terry, my favorite wrestler stayed too long. While he was still more entertaining than most, he stayed around a little too long.
Yeah,
Dory Funk stayed around way too long. And not in major promotions like these people are, but still. Yeah. But, like, you look at Naito, who can't fucking move.
No, I don't know if he's getting better or not, but, like, look at, like, that last Ibushi match.
Right.
He's so fucked
You look at, and apparently
like,
he lost some weight and he's getting better. But,
I hope.
But, like, Tanahashi, like, all these, they're legends, and we're like, I don't, like, Tanahashi, Naito, it's like, I love you guys. You've given us everything. You've changed the business. I don't want to see you go, but it's time. But when I watch Meiko wrestle, I'm like, no,
it's not time.
You're doing shit that people can't do. Like, you're doing shit better than everybody still.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, go out when you're like, that's, like 30 years is super long in the business. Dude, and go out when you can still move.
Look at the run she had ever since she announced her retirement like a year ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy run.
Right. And it's interesting to think about if she's going to go into like you said, like she said, training the younger people and all that. It's like, is it better to have a trainer, and it is, to have a trainer that's going to get in the ring and be able to do stuff with you, or have somebody like who's just going to stand outside the ring and yell at you and tell you how to do it? Do it this way. No, do this. No, do this. When you can get somebody in there to show you and all that kind of stuff. Like,
so I saw a couple clips. So this is from a couple weeks ago when Nakamura did the Scorpio Rising. Wade Barrett was like tribute to one of the best wrestlers of all time, Meiko Satomura, said it right on commentary. Nice. Corey Graves on NXT.
Former NXT superstar.
Yeah. Well, he said, like, congratulations, Meiko Satomura, your retirement, like, such a massive influence. Mm-hmm. I saw Triple H sent out that tweet today where it was just like, former NXT UK Women's Champion, one of the best Japanese wrestlers of all time. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't understand how many people you've influenced.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. WWE put out on the Vault, they put out like a 2-hour, like, best of Meiko under like their umbrella.
Yeah, WCW and all
there's 3 matches in WCW, then the rest is like the Mae Young Classic, NXT UK stuff. Like seeing this young little fucking whippersnapper.
Right.
Dusty Rhodes was my favorite call. Fucking, I gotta play it. It's just, so this is during a match on Saturday night against Akira Hokuto. Mm-hmm. Akira Hokuto rolls to the outside, managed by Sonny Ono.
Yep.
And
I know the clip.
Yeah, this happens.
There's some type of romance going on. Okay, go ahead.
I think she got hurt and
Sonny's trying to give us some advice here.
Well, I'm a little close on what I want to be.
It looks like Sonny Ono is in a pinning predicament.
Oh, Makia now, little Mikia.
Yeah, Meiko as well.
Yeah, Meiko as well.
Nico as well.
Makio,
Makio, Makumo.
I was laughing so fucking hard watching
and
that.
Meiko too, baby. That's right.
And of course,
Yeah.
like fucking one of her matches, Zabisco is just like, he just butchers the name. He's like, well, I don't know how to pronounce this. Like, you son of a bitch.
the fuck out of here, dumbass.
But, you know, it is a very good, especially if you didn't watch her WWE run at
Yeah.
all. Like, it's a good recap.
Sure.
She, again, the original fucking final boss. None of this shit.
Well, I
Fuck
heard they're
that.
starting Jeff Cobb on the main roster, so
Cool, have fun.
yeah, a place where Meiko Satomura never got.
Sadly. I was thinking about that. Damn, she never got a fucking figure.
No,
It makes me sick.
yeah, that's crazy too. Because
I don't even think she got in a video game.
No, probably not.
Yet Saray did. So this leads to our third
They
question.
didn't do a figure for Saray, did they?
No.
Oh, okay.
This
Third
is-
question.
Third question. Question for the show from our friend Jess.
Ah, Jess.
Hey, Brett and DJ. I'm sure this week the trip to Japan will be Joshi heavy.
Yep.
Centered around the retirements of Tam Nakano and Meiko Satomura. It was nice having the two-person watch along with Brett for the Satomura retirement show. Mm-hmm. You were missed, DJ.
Yeah, well,
Understandably, it was a very emotional week, which it fucking was. Even though I've only been following Satomura for this last leg of her career, it's clear from the retirement ceremony how much of an impact her career has had. The question, is it hyperbolic to say she's the most important women's wrestler of the 21st century? Looking at the history of Joshi wrestling, she was a constant in the dark period after All Japan Women's and Gaia closed. I don't know if anyone else could do that. Anyways, love y'all. Jess, love you too.
good question.
Great question. It's hard.
Maybe.
It's hard to argue anyone else. Just for, I mean, look at like the people from WWE that reached out. Look at all the fucking legends of Joshi that paying her respect. Even Kenta Kobashi, Jinsei Shinzaki, like them purposely going out of their way on WWE TV to like shout her out. You know, like
I think the only one that you could argue up to her is Asuka.
I was going to say the same thing
because globally,
yes,
Asuka was the first Japanese Joshi wrestler that I remember. Like, obviously, Bull was there. We saw Akira Hokuto in WCW. Bull against Alundra, not made in the USA, Alundra Blaze.
You know, even like, you know, Aja Kong in the WWF in the late 90s.
Yeah.
But
Asuka,
she had a different reach.
She was the first Joshi to, my opinion, break through to that top level in America.
I agree with that.
So, like, and, you know, that the way she gets that is by leaving Japan. And, you know, but Asuka is if not, 1A, 1B, honestly. Like, that's because Meiko is, it's tough. Miko's better in ring, slightly. I think Miko's a little better.
It's hard to.
It's hard. It's hard.
I think it's a 1A, 1B.
It's got to be 1A, 1B because Meiko Satomura Makayo is, as far as I think in ring work, is more innovative. So like more influential in that way, where like more people are going to be like, I'm going to take that. Like Nakamura's taking her move. Like, you know what I mean? But like Asuka is that international star that broke through, and Meiko never really did. You know, I like
broke through to a certain level.
Yeah, sure.
You know, like honestly, like how many people remember her in WCW? You know,
right. To wrestling fans, they know who she is. Yeah. Some wrestling fans were like, oh yeah, from NXT UK. But like WWE fans who aren't necessarily the smart, you know, smartest fans, they won't know that Asuka. They'll never see Asuka versus Suzuki or see her work in Japan but they know. But you can say who she is to like you can go to a WWE show and be like, who you can show Asuka's face,
show the pictures,
and they're like, "That's
sure.
Asuka." Yeah. Who's that? I don't know.
Yeah, even look at like
Meiko
and Chikara.
Yeah,
you know, like in the fucking trio King of Trios tournaments. You know, like I mean, it's tough because like I'm impartial and I love Meiko. Yeah. Again, Meiko's probably my top 4. My top 4, it does vary sometimes, but I've been very adamant where lately it's been Mayu, Manami Toyota, Akira Hokuto, and
I'm going to make a bold statement, and they're not exact one-to-ones, but I'm going to say what they are because they were both running concurrently in wrestling on different sides of the globe and regarded the same. Now, I'm not saying these are one-to-one comparisons. Your mileage may vary.
Terry Funk.
No. Bret Hart, Misawa.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The 2 best going in the world.
Absolutely.
At the time, right?
100%.
You could show a picture of Misawa to a WWE fan in 1997 and they would have no fucking idea.
No.
But every motherfucker in that ring was stealing from Misawa.
Sure were.
Well, Hitman is like there.
Yep.
And Hitman is globally known.
Yeah.
And is the best, and you know all that, but like Misawa's like, nah, that's me. I'm the best. Yeah. Hello, you know, like, and I think that's a pretty like, and like it's tough because like I'm not saying that Asuka's Bret Hart good or Meiko's Misawa good. They're close in comparative to Joshi, they're pretty fucking close.
Sure,
but the fact that you had 2 people running concurrently. And then, like, one of them getting more. Even it's a little different because Asuka does have a whole Japanese career before she comes to America. But it's a similar sort of thing where, like, you know, Misawa never had that global exposure. But, like, are you going to tell me he's not the best guy to ever step in a fucking wrestling ring? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, it's tough. 1A, 1B. It's got to be.
Yeah, I agree with that. Obviously, her influence is felt all throughout wrestling.
100%.
You can see it. So, Jess, thank you so much. Again, had a lot of fun talking shop with you during the show.
Yeah, I was bummed I didn't stick around, but I've been having just bad sleeps and all that.
My sleep schedule was absolutely fucked. Between the Meiko show, me not getting home till like fucking 2:45 in the morning, I'm just fucked. I've accepted it.
We railroaded with work this week.
Yeah.
I had a big time deadline I got to hit tomorrow. So like, So
I'm fucked and I'm all right with being fucked.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay to get fucked. Sometimes though it's also
you want to put that into practice when we stop recording.
I don't know, man. Sometimes though it's you just feel blessed.
Well,
I sure feel blessed. Favorite matches from the week.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's impossible to answer, Brett.
I could go first if you'd like.
No, we're good because I know where you're gonna go.
Okay.
I think maybe. But I'm gonna go. God, I really did like the 10-man tag on Dynamite, but the Young Bucks are in it, so they are immediately disqualified.
Loses points.
The Tennessee Water Pump aside, still like that just breaks it even. Fletcher Hangman, all the way in the U.S. I'm gonna guess that you go the tables, ladder, chairs match.
Oh God, yeah.
And in Japan, one for spreading the love around because I know where you're going, and 2, because it is my friend Tam Nakano.
Sure.
She did tell me, wrote down that she loved me.
Yep.
We met, and I really do like Tam a ton, and I am sad to see her go. And it's different, like talking about Miki Makayo, is that like, you know, she's had this incredible 30-year career, and it's like, Tam, 9 years. And she's going out on her own terms and everything.
Yeah.
But it's still like, oh, well, but I'm going to go Tam, Saya Kamatani because it ends that feud, it ends that story, and that match was the total fucking banger.
Incredible, man.
And just because there's so much good wrestling that I want to give you 4 good
matches. This week was
watch 4 matches this week, people.
This week was seriously an unfucking believable.
Yep.
I'm going to go the TLC from SmackDown. I really want you to watch it because I want to see it.
It's on the YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Yeah,
I'll
just search TLC SmackDown. You're good to go.
Okay.
And then definitely Mayu Iwatani versus Sayuri. Just because it's like an end of a fucking era.
Yeah, right.
And the match is just like you said, top 5 losing performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ever. Like
insane losing performance.
It's just it's fucking incredible. Yeah. Did you
Meiko Meiko too.
Dude,
all that, baby. That's
it's so fucking funny.
Dusty on commentary. Somebody should do a super cut of Dusty on commentary.
Oh my god! Between that and his favorite luchador El Dandy. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, you had your buddy Tam. I got my picture with my buddy Mayu.
There you go. I skipped Mayu.
I know you did.
And you skipped Tam.
I know. How fucked up is that?
Right?
It's very weird.
It's funny.
Yeah, but I got the Konami grunge.
You got street clothes Konami.
Every time I look at that picture, I want to throw it. So I want to contact Spark Joshi, but kind of $30 back. So that's, dude, it's the worst. It's so bad. Like you can tell on my face, I'm pissed.
It's so funny.
I'm pissed the fuck off. But whatever. I like Konami. Konami steps up. So did you buy anything?
Oh, shit. Well, I do have some Build-A-Figure parts so I can assemble my secret project.
Okay.
That I'm going to assemble when they all get here. I bought some comic books. Did I buy anything wrestling related? I bought some cake pops. Those were good cake pops.
They were so good.
No.
All right.
I don't think so.
I didn't buy anything either. I think I'm going to have to buy shit for my nephews, though.
Yeah.
There's a I hope it's still up, a Dirty Dom bootleg that came out.
Yeah,
and
nice.
I'm like, I'm not giving my money to WWE, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Nice.
But that fucking Io Sky shirt that came out today, did you see it?
No. From WWE? Oh, really? That's cool. Don't tell Ed.
I know. It's like one of the coolest shirts I've seen, but I'm like, I can't buy this. And they did it in 2 colorways, too, which is crazy. Like,
all right.
But I'm like, nah, I can't do it. But then I was like, oh, fuck, I got to buy Lucas something.
It's going to be really funny.
And nobody's making the John Cena bootlegs.
If you buy WWE shirts and they're like coming and they're like made in Cambodia and you're like, yeah, of course they are. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Why is nobody make bootlegs of Io Sky for me, please?
Yes.
But other than that, I didn't buy shit.
I'm going to start a GoFundMe for me to be able to afford the Dirty Work slipcase edition.
Dude.
Because I need to see the R-rated cut and I need to see the 2-hour working cut.
I need to fucking, I don't know. I need to get on somebody's ass to start making good Joshi figures.
Yeah.
That's what I fucking need in my life.
Yeah.
How's my Iwatani not have an action figure?
I don't know. And then you do get wrestlers from TNA that get a TNA figure and then they sign with WWE for less money and have to cancel all their social media money making.
Brutal.
And then they can't distribute the figure either. Can't make money off the figure. Have to offer refuns.
Listen, man.
You took less money for that contract, you fucking moron.
Fucking Mark.
You fucking Mark. I remember the Mark's on the other side of the rail. You fucking unfucking believable.
Dude, maybe she's just feeling a little blessed.
She is as short-sighted as her husband is short.
I saw he's wrestling Sabre on that MLP. Is that Canadian?
Oh, yeah, Maple Leaf Pro.
Yeah, he's wrestling Sabre.
Oh, that's good.
What the fuck is going on with Sabre? I don't know. Never mind. We're not going to get into it. It's weird things that are happening there. That's it.
I was going to make a really bad joke.
Good.
Nope.
That's at the end of the show.
No, it's all right.
All right.
I didn't know that Zack Sabre Jr. took over for John Cena doing Make-A Wishes.
Oh. Oh. All right. Well, that's okay.
Oh, I got to do the plugs.
You do have to do those. That's what you do.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
What I do.
Entertain. Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I've never seen someone
That's forever going to be in my fucking lexicon.
I've never seen people fight so hard to be at the bottom.
Ask Ed that question.
You've been listening to We Need Wrestling. You can find us online at WeNeedWrestling at WeNeedWrestling.com. You can email the show, WeNeedWrestling at gmail.com. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on social media, soon-to-be-named network.tumblr.com. We've mentioned all the other shows throughout our talk here. Final Wrestling Place, sign up for their Patreon.
What I do.
At Odds with Wrestling, sign up for their Patreon. Longbox Heroes After Dark, sign up for their Patreon.
Don't sign up for us.
We don't have one, but if you want to send me money, I'll give you my address.
Give me
you can just put $1 in an envelope every month and send it to my house. I'm down with that.
Fuck yeah, me too.
Our other show, Sentai Sleaze Ranger, dropped earlier this week, our monthly podcast with Ed, talking Japanese indie sleaze, which is also going to be the future home of the new Hayabusa.
Sure is.
And also the current home of Kodai Nozaki.
Fucking right.
That man rules. Friend of the show, by the way.
I saw that. Just saying.
But not this show, but that show.
That show. Not this one.
Not this one, but that one. If there wasn't Slantai Sleaze Ranger, his matches would roll into this show,
Absolutely.
but it's not going to happen.
Nope.
Puzzle Warriors 3, that just ended. Profane Argument's still around. So check all them people out. All those fine, handsome, gorgeous people. And we'll be back next week with, I think, Naito's last match.
Yeah.
Just a series of retirements.
Who else fucking knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
I just hope everybody just feels blessed out there. That's all.
There's a lot of wrestling for you to watch this week, so get to watching.
Be blessed.
I don't know what that's about. That's a new thing you're on.
Some people just feel blessed, brother.
You try and sell me something?
No. Did you not watch things that I sent you? How dare you?
What did you send me?
I'll tell you off air.
All right.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds!